snack wrap. I'm eating it real fast. All right. That was A Race Against Sunset, and this is Starmancer. It's Starmancer. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was just a bot. I was like, someone said something, but they didn't. I think Victor will be here in just 1 second. I'm going to add him, and then we'll get this show going. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-dim, ba-dim. That's that audio. Is music better? Or just kind of like, who cares? I don't really know. All right. Still prepping for release of the update. And what did we do last week? What did we do? Food, less bug fixes, most of these bug, or less fixes rather, most of these bug fixes as we prep. But a big thing is food now decays when in a vacuum, so this forces the player to put their food in cold rooms so it doesn't decay. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't know how it's going to affect the meta though, because like biomass doesn't decay, so you still always have food, you just don't have good food. So is that okay? It's not as punishing, maybe? I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. What else? Oh, colonists now require morale greater than -5 to be context ordered. This is the same requirement as is to be drafted. So my hope is that if someone's upset, you'll have to do more stuff to make them not upset, and that like it's a little bit harder. Like they kind of go on, they go rogue a little bit, you know. Okay, anything else? Some of bounty floors. You can make Magneto type prison cells a little easier now. Oh, that could We'll wait for a second. We'll see. We're getting the music back on. Oh, I see. What if he was here the whole time? But what if Victor was here the whole time and my mic was just, my speakers were off? Is that what happened, Victor? Oh, Victor? Are you talking and I can't hear you? Okay, this is just Discord being dumb. Okay, voice and video. My output device needs to be speakers, high definition audio. Say something now, Victor.
I can hear you on stream, but I can't.
Yeah, I hear you
on
now.
Discord.
You can't hear me in Discord though either, huh? Oh no. Voice and video, input device. Well, how about now, Victor?
Yeah, now I can hear
I just got a text from somebody who is, oh, okay, it was, I thought it was someone being like, I'm checking out your stream, bro. But instead it was the dispensary saying like, type no to opt out. I was like, what? Okay, Victor, I made a snack wrap. You know McDonald's? It's like our, McDonald's is like our IKEA, you know?
Yeah.
I went to IKEA the other day and I thought like, man, it should be kind of nice to live in Sweden. It seems kind of all right, you know? Not by the way, not based off of anything that happened in IKEA. Just so like, it wasn't like I thought, oh, all of Sweden must be like this. There must be furniture everywhere. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I was in the food court, and there was just a giant picture of somewhere in Sweden. I don't know, probably Stockholm. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, and I was like, that looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I made a snack wrap, which is something from McDonald's. It's just chicken and it's like chicken tenders and cheese and stuff on a tortilla. So, I find eating to be kind of gross though, right? Like on stream. So you gotta like go off camera a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're eating.
Hmm?
Depends on what you're eating.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. There's like a ranch in my beard or something. This isn't going well. It's getting okay. Did my game break? What happened here? No, but seriously, did my game break? I think my Unity froze or something. Oh, there it is. It's back. That was weird. Whoa! There we go. That was so loud. Can you do me a favor, Victor? Check the audio levels on stream. Make sure you can hear me okay. I like to do it myself. But I mean, if you're here, it's a little bit easier for me because I don't have to worry about the echo. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing new. We're gonna name our core Victor today. After you, Victor, not another Victor. Are there other famous Victors? Are you a famous Victor?
Maybe. I don't know any famous Victors.
Can you hear yourself on stream? That's an important question, by the way.
Let's see. Testing, blah, 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 blah.
That's an important question to figure out, huh? Check, check, 1, 2. I'm listening to it as well. This is how we do audio. We do it live.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
I just want to make sure you're loud enough. You're also
Also, your
quieter than me,
volume.
like as a human, though.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna open Volume Mixer. I've maxed Discord, which means I have to max. Means I have to turn everything else down. Is that right? So I'll turn this down. Okay. Okay. Hello, Harbinger of Crazy. I wish there was a way, Victor, I could show the video. I wish I'd cut it up or something. Just snippets of Graham playing because it's so cute, you know?
Yeah.
My 4-year-old son was playing Starmancer for the first time. I didn't help him at all at first. Just with little things like, oh, well, you got to press this button. This is the left mouse button. That's the right mouse button, you know? He'd been playing enough Minecraft. He knows to click on things. Like he clicked on stuff. Unlocking. Hates researching. That's okay because I want one researcher anyway. Average Joe loves cleaning blood. Pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're getting the speed run. The speed run. Speed run strats. I got good sleep last night, Victor, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's not often.
You said
I did.
You could.
No, I did get good sleep.
You did get.
I did. I slept in my bed instead of on the couch.
Okay.
I usually fall asleep on the couch watching TV because it's awesome. And then my daughter inevitably comes out at some point and is like, she'll be 3 on Monday, and she's like, dude, she can reach like this cheese and nut pack snacks by herself. The other night she walks up to me in bed. She's like, can I have this? I'm like, okay. It was like 2 in the morning. I'm like, I'm like, what's happening right now? I'm like, huh? Yeah, here you go, baby. I'm like, okay. All right, see you later.
Yeah. And you're like barely awake.
Right, like you're not really you're like, what? Huh? What's going on? Like, I think I should, then in the morning, I'm like, oh, I probably should have put her back to bed or something. But you're so tired and it happens, you're like, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure.
Disoriented, yeah.
And also, you don't know how much time it might take them to put them back to sleep, you know? So like, well, she seems pretty okay. She just wants this cheese. I'm like, well, okay. She doesn't seem to be sad that it's kind of dark in the house and it's nighttime. You know, she made it to the kitchen somehow and got cheese from the fridge. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
She must be okay. I got a doctor's appointment for Grammy on Tuesday too. If you remember, for his scrot. I think I can say that he's my kid. Yeah, I don't know if it's personal. It's kind of personal though. But it's nervous. I'm nervous about it. You know.
Yeah.
It's got some descending issues. You know, and it's like, oh man. I'm marking some stuff for mining. Doing some stuff. What do you hate mining? No, you don't hate mining. I know in my heart, the DNA frags got stacked again. You know, if the DNA frags spawn close enough to each other, they'll consolidate as abandoned items.
Yeah.
Well,
I still think there should be like a DNA fragment node spawn.
That'd be nice.
Because everything else is a node.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, these are just literally abandoned items. And there's abandoned item because it's just like, we didn't have the node, and it's pretty easy to just be like, oh, I can just spawn it somewhere. Like, give me a random floor. Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
It's easy to take any arbitrary floor and then do that with it. There's another debris pile somewhere. My speakers I've been using for probably 5 years, since before the Kickstarter. For about 4 years, so I've had them for 5 years. About 4 years, most of their life. If the volume's too low on the main thing, like the actual power knob, so it's like you can slide it up and down physically, you turn it. If it's too low, it'll like cut in and out sometimes. So it'll go really quiet to really. Oh my god, Harry Potter came out today. Or it was already out, but you should own it. I bought it for you, right?
Yeah.
Forever ago. And I was like, you know this?
Yeah, I watched like a video where they went through like different houses. And
I don't want any spoils. I want to go in raw. You know what? Maybe I should play it. I don't know.
I mean, it was basically, you know, stuff that you already knew from the movies, like their.
Yeah.
What are they called? Like the houses? They're like halls or something.
Like Gryffindor Hall or something, the dormitories or something. I don't know, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You can go to like their hidden clubs, their hidden club rooms, hidden behind pictures of like Moaning Myrtle or something. I know you guys. Moaning Myrtle doesn't have a photo. She's a ghost. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
No.
But whatever.
Yeah, Gryffindor is behind.
Isn't it like a fat lady?
Like the
fat lady, right? Like I'm like that doesn't sound
you have to
right.
answer like a riddle or something.
I'm like, that doesn't sound right at all. And I'm still low.
No.
How about now? How about now, Ninja Zombie? We don't have Ninja Zombies, just regular zombies. I'm gonna check out my audio levels real quick though.
Yeah, the only thing I compared to was like a commercial. Like I just clicked on another stream and it played like a commercial, and then compared your voice to the commercial.
Oh, I see. I had my mic muted. My mic was muted. I can't hear you. I'm comparing my audio levels to yours. Oh, I should be really loud now. Yeah. Oh, I only turned it up slightly. It's just that the audio level, if you turn it up just a little bit, it's like just overkill. All right, desktop audio. How about now? Now it says I'm getting it to like -15 to -10 when I talk. Is that a good level? I don't really know what the numbers mean, you know? Like I know that -10 is higher than -20. Like that's louder, but I don't know like what range it should be in, you know? It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's tough. Like warm water has 2 settings too much and too little. See? You just tweak it. If you tweak it too much, you sound like a robot, and it's like you're so jarring. But if it's too quiet, you can't hear a dang thing. Yeah. It's also hard to balance my audio levels with your audio levels, and then the music too. Like, oh god, what if because the music can't be too loud, but they have to be able to hear the music. Like right now, you can't even hear the music. Probably because I turned it down though. There. But the music says it's like -55. That's so quiet, right? Nobody can hear that. What if the music's just off right now? Victor, try saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Testing.
Forget balance, just be heard. Louder! Okay. Blah, 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 blah. What am I doing? I need to go another guy. Why did I not get the other DNA fragment? It must be here somewhere. What if you pick up 2 DNA fragments, they consolidate together, and you only get rewarded for 1? Is that what happened to me? Or did he pick up a DNA fragment somehow? Is that a bug? Is that what has happened to me, Victor? I don't see a DNA fragment anywhere. I believe that's what has happened. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do item, DNA fragment. And it should be unconsolidatable. But it's not. So we're going to make you unconsolidatable. I should fix that. And then while we're here also, let's do this. Let's go into the code. Let's fix something real quick. On try discover, on stored in container, award currency delayed, deposit currency amount. Could I do something where I get the count? Like this maybe, just to fix this. Integer count equals on query item object. Amount stored. This.agent. Test me. I'm gonna try this. Oh, you mean literally just be louder. I thought you were just teasing. Because it might just, well, like the thing is when I play the audio on my laptop just now, I was like screaming. Like I have my MacBook on like 50% and I sound fine. I sound okay. Isn't that funny? They're like, but then just like, wait, it was me. Oh no. That's funny. I'm like, I thought the levels were perfect. I'm like, Victor, we can't figure this out. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, why is audio so hard? Yeah. That's all right. Let me make sure to go into the code thing to be heard as well while we're here, while we're doing audio stuff. You gotta be quiet while this. I'm gonna make it a little bit louder. I want you to notice it. It was me the whole time. It was me, Ninja Zombie. Test me. So I'm not gonna do this right now, but in case it doesn't work, but. These freaking speakers are killing me, dude. They keep getting louder. Like, they'll get louder, and then I worry that it'll come through the mic, you know? All right. Well, I'm not going to have enough DNA fragments. That's sad. I won't be able to get a third person unless I cheat. If I cheat, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to cheat, because DNA fragments are pretty easy, right? To come by. I just typed in cheater. Gave myself this. I can buy a new person now. Who should we buy? An average Joe that used to be a meteorologist? A zookeeper, or a diplomat, a potty mouth, nyctophobic diplomat that hates researching. I have 2 guys who hate researching, though. I don't want that. Humans are squishy. I don't care. Hates cleaning floors. Slow learner. This is fine. This is fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I need my Dave. You played us all, Ninja Zombie. You played us all. Change uniform. Gray. He's already gray. He's gray as well. This guy used to be a prison guard. He could make a good Dave. What do you think? But somebody hates researching. Who is it? Is it this guy? Hannah Fox? I think this is our first female Dave. So, but still, the name's Dave. Yeah, technically you just got everybody. You didn't just get, you didn't just play yourself. You got us all. So it's like you're the ultimate winner. Victor, did you ever listen to the Ultimate Showdown or something like that? It was like a rap video or something from like 2007. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. You ever listen to that? Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. You never heard?
Yeah, it was like a flash animation.
Yeah. This was like forever ago. This is back in the...
Newgrounds or something. Yeah.
This is like the Charlie Bit My Fingers days. That's still one of the funniest videos to me. I reference it all the time. Well, not all the time, because it doesn't come up, but when it does come up, like, Charlie bit my finger. Charlie bit my finger. I'm gonna eat real quick. Here, watch this guy. Look at him. Wow.
Oh no, I forgot I had the pizza in the air fryer.
It's like it's like burning. It's like his house.
No,
His house is like.
no, because
The last thing Victor says, "It's so hot in here." And then,
I mean, it's been in there for like an hour. But the air fryer has, a timer, so
I don't know.
I mean, I set it to like 10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
it's gonna beep. You're gonna think it's your washing machine or something.
Okay, I got a Dave. I need a researcher. The audio just did it to me. It just spiked up. I don't know. It just spikes up. I wear my headphones. I don't like wearing my headphones. You know? Maybe I should, though. I just feel like I look like a dork when I wear the headphones, you know? That's the only reason. The audio's better. It's just I feel like I look like a dork or something. Now, Chad, this is the time when you say, Tyler, you don't look like a dork. But Victor, on the other hand.
You don't look like a dork.
The silent, invisible. You're not Chat. Who do you think you are? Okay.
What color are those? They look sort of like almost mint.
These are Sennhauser, whatever. And they're like tan. But the green screen might, do weird stuff to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Borders are open. This guy's been grown. All right, Dave, customer service. On Old Earth, somebody doesn't hate researching, and who is it? I literally couldn't find the researching task. I'm like, where is it? It's gone. It's right here the whole time. But do you think I should build or research first? What do you think?
I have no idea.
I think building first, because I have less stuff to build. There's always something to research. This way I don't have to cancel the stuff I have queued up. Otherwise, I got to cancel it, And what's that all about? I thought I had a cheat on for a second. I thought there's auto-built. I could do early game trading pot, although I think early game waste recycler is the move. Or is it water recycler? What do you think? I'm going to do water recycler. I'm going to get a waste recycler in my first gym. It's me, Peter Weber.
Oh, by the way, do crops.
What?
Do crops.
Why?
Because you almost never do crops.
Oh, okay.
We need more testing on crops.
Okay. It just takes a while to get to crops.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Do. What if I just be a crop salesman? What if I just sell food?
Oh yeah,
I need water though anyway. I'll need water anyway for this.
Crop.
So.
Hey, you should be able to get crops started really quickly, because you have everything you need.
I mean, it's going to take me like a couple days just to research the crops though.
Isn't it like the first thing?
Well, I got to research power first, and I got to research the water recycle, the waste recycler, then I can get crops.
No, because you already have biomass.
Right, but I have to research.
Oh, I see.
You understand?
Oh.
I got to research all of it first, man. Like, I can't get it until I've researched it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I need the crops. I mean, the planter box, man.
Yeah.
You can't just rush to crops in this game.
No.
You probably shouldn't be able
have,
to.
Like, all the resources required. Even though you have like all the resources required.
Yeah. But you don't have the technology.
No.
Am I auto building right now? Oh my god, I've been auto building this whole time. Do I have a bunch of cheats on? Maybe I do. That'd be funny. I'll just restart. I don't even care. I have should auto build on. It'll be fine if it's off. I think at this point I haven't corrupted the game that much. Who's my Dave? Are you gonna be a researcher? Researchers are gold. This isn't gold. That's orange. Building researching. Bob. And then a recruit. Just a recruit. Just a lowly little recruit.
Do you have the same like researcher and builder usually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it too for some reason. I'm not sure why.
That's because it takes place on base. When you start the game, you only have a couple of dudes.
Yeah.
So this sort of makes them all do the same amount of stuff. This guy's sleeping on the floor. He's not going to be very happy about that. I kind of neglected that part. Yeah. But anyway, crops are a great thing to focus on early game because you need to get money up and running first. And you need money so you can handle some morale issues. For example, I need to be able to afford a bed, a toilet, what have you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if... And you can't really sell the crops to make money, can you? You sell them, they take so long. They don't sell for that much.
No.
It's not really the avenue for making money. Bob increased the researcher skill to level blah blah blah. Now we wait for their first bedtime. Someone's a nyctophobe. So what else is up? What's everyone else up to? Anybody playing Harry Potter? And if you are, don't spoil it. You know, Snape kills Dumbledore. You know what I mean? When that last book came out, or second to last book rather, whichever one it was, I don't remember. It was the second last book. I remember. Can you add copying scheduled with a time shift? That'd be kind of nice. Like it would be a button here just as like duplicate shift or something, right? Like duplicate. That would be nice. I don't think it'd be that hard. We could put it on the backlog. Just a button, just copies it, and it would just copy the schedule. Probably, like, it would just copy these parts. Like it would have nobody assigned to it, right? That shouldn't be that hard. Internally, you would imagine it's like the same thing as the create shift button, except it creates a shift and then it applies this template. Could also do a thing where when you create a shift, it just copies this one, but that wouldn't be that useful unless the one you want to copy happened to be this one. So delete. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. Then,
Oh, it already does that.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
No, it's just they were just the same.
Yeah.
They were just the default shift, and so
Okay.
the default shift is going to be the one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the UI that much for shift control. It's like it'd be nice if you could even. What if there was even like a down arrow on them or something? Yeah. Drag and dropping is hard to implement though because you have to implement like what it looks like when they like you have to implement like the drag part. You know, like these things drag, for example. Here, see, you got to implement that. See where it says like building? You gotta like do that part. It's like a different thing. It's not that hard. It's not like it's like, oh my god, this can't be done. Just a lot of moving pieces. Performing research? Yeah, you better, dude. Okay, these guys are pretty unhappy, so that's not good. We should add notifications for upset colonists, huh? And we talked about it, but it's something we should probably do, huh? Add notification for upset colonists. We should add notifications for upset colonists.
Oh. Yeah.
The colonist is sad. Like, these guys are sad, and if I don't fix them, they're going to be extras. They're going to get weird. If I'm lucky, they'll be cool. I want a lonely colonist who talks to walls. Because that's fun. How can I make them not unhappy? I'll just flip their beds around. All right. Because now, Victor, if you don't give them a bed, it's like mutiny, basically. But I feel like that's fine. Got to give them a bed. It's like the most basic thing you can do. Gather resources, jumbos. Oh, I got a crystal shard. Like that I'm researching things I can't even afford right now. Should I do the trade pod first? I never know when to do trade pod, you know? Or it's like all hands on deck for mining. Should I cancel researching so this guy can go and do other stuff, you know? I don't know. What's your opinion, Victor? Like, early game, do you think you should cancel? You should have all three dudes mining. That way you can get to the second system even faster, right? I feel like you should take care of the stuff outside before you take care of stuff inside. Because that way you can just keep going.
Yeah.
I always want my miners doing something. It's not like...
You don't clear nodes like on the boundary floors because they can be taken care of like at any point.
Yeah. I'll actually just do them real quick just to get them out of the way.
Yeah.
There's a worm. Let's get some combat experience for Dave. He's going to have terrible hit chance because his morale's so low. Actually, it's only 78%. That's pretty good. It's the speed. I can't control this. Byah!
Oh yeah, should we add like
Zero
a
strength.
task for killing
Zero strength.
killing creatures?
What do you mean a task? You mean like a monster hunter task?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, maybe. What would they do? Automatically kill monsters? Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Like a butcher task, basically, like from RimWorld or something.
Hunter, or, yeah.
A butcher task, like butcher this thing if you once you have time for it. Find him and destroy him. That's what like like that. Yeah, maybe we just need a way to mark monsters for death. A better way that is.
Yeah. Probably like an icon or something when they've been marked as well.
Is rules of engagement still a thing? Do they obey? Do they respect the rules of engagement?
I'm pretty sure they don't actively go and seek them.
Well, no, of course they don't actively go, but I mean, like, will they respect them in the sense that, like, they'll be like, I'm gonna bash you?
Yeah.
They'll start bashing?
I've been using it.
Have rules of engagement, is it now just available from default, probably?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because I made some changes to aggression where they would fight, and perhaps I broke it without, inadvertently. That's why I ask. Like, do they still do it? That's what I meant. Like, as of right this second, do they still do it?
Yeah.
And I don't know. This guy's gonna be like, oh, I saw poopy. Oh, no. Oh, no, I saw Pam. Imagine your first guys just start killing each other. Like, just start fighting. Like, you start playing the game and they just die. You're like, oh, no. What has happened?
Yeah.
Okay, this guy's going to flip this. These guys will flip this. They'll go from -3, so still -2, though. Oh, but he's not going to be able to use the bathroom because I only have one of them. Should I build an extra bathroom really fast so that these guys use it? Don't poop on the floor, buddy, please. That's like not right now, man. Open your eyes. Don't poop yet. Just don't poop. Why don't you try to wake this guy up, actually? Because I feel like he could get woken up. I can't walk to Dave. Okay. Because Dave's in the bathroom. So if someone passes out in the toilet, you're kind of screwed. Is that it? He talked to that guy about how much he liked sleeping, and that guy did not respond positively. What a dick. This guy's kind of a jerk. Bob. No, he doesn't like recruit. He's a recruit. I'm just going to draft the recruit so he can't do anything. Draft a colonist. What do anything to cancel draft? Okay. Okay. Cancel draft. There we go. All right. So he's good. He's good. He's good. He's got a -1. Bob does. But as soon as Bob uses the bathroom, he's going to be fine. Right? Use the potty, Bob. So see, like, as soon as you give them the bed and the toilets, they flip their morale back. It's like whatever the penalty had been, it's like it's fixed now. Unless you contact order them to use the bathroom, they don't get the memory for it. Is that a known bug? I don't know. Be like context order colonists to use. Context ordered is a very minor bug, by the way. Context ordered colonists to use toilet, but didn't get the memory for it. Or is it just the regular bug where sometimes they just don't get memories for using things when they should? I don't know. Anyway, speedrunning. Going to Lucky Colonel. There we go. Is there nothing on this asteroid? Because they never went to it. I think there's nothing over there. All right, time for another snack wrap. Snack wrap supreme. Who should I follow? Nothing being researched? That's okay. I do need to build some stuff, though. I need, like, power and stuff. I need a trade pod. All right. We're going to use just a weird, we're going to try something weird. Or I'm not going to put it inside, but I'm not going to put it outside either. Put it on a floor that's outside. That's not surrounded by walls at all. Okay. We definitely need power. Object or access wire. I hate that bug so much. Your colonists aren't skilled to spill this object. That's not true. Oh my god, really? That is true. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, well. Didn't know that. Wow, what was that? You see that? That box didn't move for a second. Or maybe it did and I just saw it. You shouldn't build either. I want someone to get all the builder experience, and it's Bob. It's Bob the builder. We can suppress this warning low oxygen, by the way, so it goes away. All right. Roaming around. My dudes are picking up stuff. Low power. Yeah, good for you, guy. Let's even get we'll give it a little lamp or something if we can afford it. Bob. Increase. How is it possible that Bob built a bunch of bedrolls, but it's construction skill? He built... Oh, no, it wasn't. Could it be auto build that's messing with him? No, I don't think so. Come here, Bobbert. I'm going to build a bedroom, and you're going to do it. for me. Come here, Bobby. There you go. As we go, transporting items. Do. A lot of poopy in here. A lot more poopy in here than I was hoping for, you know? So what do you do in this Harry Potter game? It's like an RPG, like a student or something? You're like a first-year student? Like, what is it? You must go through the sorting hat. Or is it like an abridged, like, your first year might only take like an hour or something? I mean, I knew it wasn't going to take like a full year, but like, is it sort of like that? Like Spore kind of? You have like your creature phase. It's like, yeah, I guess, but it's not that long. Can you try it for the Quidditch team? Because that would be dope.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be cool as heck.
No, I haven't like read anything about it.
Yeah, me neither. And I'm not really that hyped about reading. Like, I already know what Harry Potter is, so
Yeah.
I don't know. You know. It's not like a situation like Cyberpunk. Like, oh, what does that mean? What might be in Cyberpunk? You know. Because in the case of Harry Potter, I'm like, well, I know it pretty intimately well, like what it is. And from the trailer I saw forever ago, it seemed like, oh, okay, it's just it's Hogwarts, and you do magic stuff. Do we get to go through platform 9 3/4? I hope so. Dead air. That's what I think every time it's quiet. There's nothing exciting happening because I'm just building a room. Okay. Has everything been finished? I think there's nothing on that ice asteroid, by the way. I think it's just all gone. So we're going to warp to the frozen waste. We'll leave behind 0 colonists. Higher quality food restores more health and morale. Use food to heal your colonists. Okay. This guy's going to be upset, I think, in a day, if I don't cure him, by the way. If I don't improve his morale by 1. Which should be pretty easy. What the heck happened to this guy? He got sick? What did he eat? Vomiting mild? I think he got sick from eating slinker meat. You know? It's unfortunate. Oh no, Bob's good. Bob's morale must have improved momentarily, allowing him to become happy again. Well, okay. All right, a lot of poopy, a lot of dookie. What do we do with all that dookie, Victor? I'm sorry, I'm calling it dookie. It's just funny to me to call it dookie. I had to build a trading pod too. I need some money. Victor wants to go farms, so I'll go farms. It's like farms is like, you know, my station, we're warriors. You know what I mean, Victor? That makes sense to you? We're warrior people. You know, we're not doing the peasant stuff. We're not farming, you know? That's not us, man. You know, we go and attack the farmers. You know, that's us, man. That's what we do. Oh, God, Bob's the one who's sick, too. Sick with worry. Okay. Oh, this base is connected to my base. That's quite rare. Bulky and dark. And he just vomited. Dave saw a worm and puked for the first time. I don't know if you saw that, but that was kind of funny. All right. Oh my God, lock down these borders. Where are you going?
Oh, there should be like a negative memory for puking.
Oh yeah, there probably should be, huh? Just a quick one shot, like a -1. I vomited. I want to know where this guy's going. Is he wandering and he made it to that floor? Is that what happened? Oh my God, this guy got sick too. Sneezing. Is it the same virus? Probably. It is. You can see duration extender for a mild vomiting mild. That's right. Add memory for vomiting. Maybe like -1. One shot. Just so it kind of adds up a little bit. This guy's now cleaning a mess out here, man. I've explored this dungeon so many times. But it's still kind of fun to explore it, even though I've explored it so many times because it's still new, so, you know? It's still like it could be anything. This is interesting. I got an expansion permit. It's going to eat up. It should destroy this floor in a second. This guy just puked. Poor guy. Oh, no. He's cleaning up Dave's vomit from earlier. See, I just, like, claimed this light. This light's mine now, Victor. But I still have to purchase it, so I just can't move it. I'm just gonna keep it there forever,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
that happened to me as well.
Yeah, it's not that bad of it. It's like, okay, whatever. I guess this is mine now. Which should be a thing, like, if it's on your base, it should, like, automatically just become yours, right? Like, as a fallback or something. Dump this, dump this. Surprisingly, nothing too scary in this dungeon. Must have been one of those that rolled with, like, 0, like, a very low number of animals, right? Of wildlife in here. I do want this, though. What's this? Purchase, move. To right in here. Make this prettier. And move this. These are ugly. Bedrolls are ugly, unfortunately. But that's okay. And also, let's paint this. And also, let's standard panel this. Okay. There it is. Exploring. All right, I got the trade pod. Okay, so all the animals are just in here hanging out, apparently. But it's just some worms and slinkers. Or, I mean, slimes, rather. So that's all good. I'm just going to bash them all real quick. Just bash everything. What was that? Context option. Scan virus. Unlocked an unknown symptom. Requires doctor level 10. Is he sick with something? Is that worm sick? It is sick. That worm's sick, Victor. He's got eye repigmentation. And bleeding mild. Well, screw that worm, dude. Ugh.
He's durable.
Okay, so I think something happened.
Is the worm actually going to bleed?
Recipe cache also needs to be unconsolidatable. No. No, it's just that if a colonist got infected with it, they would start bleeding.
Yeah.
But the worm itself doesn't have any of the symptoms. Possibly like the damaging ones might do it. Well, possibly the bleeding one might do it too. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe he'll bleed. I don't know. We'll see. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. For real though, it might. I don't know, you know. Okay, we have the same issue with the recipe cache that we had with the other thing, and so we need to make sure this guy can't stack either. Integer get count and iterate once for each count. Okay, okay. Going over here, and we're over there. I'm gonna take one recipe cache at a time, and then I'll get both of the unlocks though. So pretty easy there. Just one wood furniture and another one. Carpet floor. Oh, there's another slime here too. Literally everybody in my base is sick now. I suspect it's because of the poopy. I think one guy got sick from the poop, or he got sick from eating and he spread it to everybody. So this is what my guys are dealing with, but they'll be okay. There was a bug before, Victor, where colonists would not actually wouldn't correctly retrieve the germ count from the floors they were on. Whereas now they can, so they might be getting sick when they weren't getting sick previously. Before, they could pretty much only get sick if they ate poop, basically, or worm meat. So it's a surprising amount of poop or worm meat, though, right? They're always eating it. Could do with the disease creator. We can reduce the chance.
Yeah, did we add like a perk icon for when a colonist has a disease?
Yeah. Well, there's an icon on the HUD, if that's what you meant.
No, I meant like among the perks.
No, why would there be?
Sick or diseased.
Nah, I don't think there should be.
I mean, it's a nice place to look at for like any issues.
I don't know. It shouldn't be a perk. You're describing like a HUD, like a status UI or something on the colonists, you know? That would go like on their home tab, you're saying. And it would say like if the colonist is sad, maybe it might say that as well, right? Like it would say, oh, they're upset, or they're sick, or whatever other negative status ailments might afflict them. That's what you're suggesting, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but also because things like Slime Miller, for example, shows up as a perk.
Right. Well, it is internally a perk. The player might not think of it as a perk. That's why it doesn't show. Slime Belly shouldn't be a perk, probably. It should show up as something else. But the generic diseases aren't perks. This is serialized. I see. Let's do a sleeve entity. Do. There's already an icon on the HUD that says they have a disease, so you can get that for feedback. Like, oh, I see they have an. Okay, they're sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The only thing that sucks about the HUD icons is they're not labeled at all, so you have no idea what they mean. You're like, what is that? What is that?
Which is why I like the perk icons are good because you can mouse over them.
I don't use perks as status conditions. Do you?
I do sometimes. Well,
how can you? You can't. So I'm asking, like, you can't use them. That's why I was just perceived as like a rhetorical question. Like, you can't because there's no status conditions displayed on perks right now.
No, but I mean, if someone is upset, like I usually see it like on the perk.
Well, the perk is different from them just being upset too. Like the perk matters separately. Like, do they still have that perk? Are they still upset? Because they'll have the upset perk at once they hit -5 morale, but they don't remove it till they get to 0 morale. So it could be at like -3 morale, -2, or even -1 morale. And they'll still have the upset perk, even if morale's fine. So it's not really a status condition that shows that their morale's low. Although it does do that, like sometimes, like if it happens to be low and you haven't adjusted yet.
No.
Okay, let's go over here. Disease creator component. We're gonna reduce this a little bit, probably in hygiene. And this. I don't care how sick worms get sick. Worms can get sick all the time for all I care, you know? Just reduce it by half. Let's see how that goes. The max chance is 1. So I don't think he got sick from... It's unlikely that this guy got sick from being on the floor. Although he might have. He may have. Alright, now my guys are researching, or doing whatever they're doing. There's a rogue worm I kind of want to bash. Ooh, there's a couple things over here I could get too. These guys have a different icon than this guy. Why is that? Oh, he's got slime belly. Speaking of slime belly, that's why. Thing is, like, I don't know if like the virus or if the zombie and slime infection, the color infections, I don't know if they should be diseases or just perks. I like them being perks because then they're separate from diseases. Like you can be infected with the disease and also you can get infected with the virus, with zombie virus rather. And there's some things like slime belly that aren't that serious. Like zombie is a much more serious disease where like it might be reasonable. Like, hey, if you're a werewolf or a vampire, you don't get infected with other diseases. It's like one of the boosts.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows? It's nebulous.
Probably those diseases should be displayed, you know, above or below where viruses are displayed.
What'd you say?
Like the diseases should be displayed where the viruses are displayed.
The diseases should be displayed with the viruses. What's a disease and what's a virus in the way you define it?
I mean like slime belly and color infection and zombie infection. There's also the mushroom spores. Where if someone dies, they'll turn into a mushroom.
Yeah. I mean, the perks are more like buffs and debuffs, though. That's how I kind of sort of think of them.
Yeah.
They're not like, again, status condition isn't how I think about them. I don't really think it's the spot to go like, hey, is there something, what do I need to know about my colonists? Because if you look at these icons on the HUD, there's many miscellaneous icons for all sorts of things. And they could all probably use an explanation. Like if you click on the window, it should somehow say, hey, just so you know, like the same icon should be present and then with a like icon description. So like if it said this disease icon, for example, it's like a little, I don't know, like a little monster, purple monster or something. I don't know, whatever. Okay. So you put purple monster face, hyphen, infected with like a beast's whatever, like infected with a thing. And then this other icon for germs, be like, okay, this, and then germs. So you get like an X. So if you click it, there's this space down here. You can get the explanation there. I think that would be better, personally, than in the perk spot.
No, I meant like where viruses are displayed currently.
What the heck is a virus when you say that, man? Do you mean...
In the virus UI?
I'm describing, when earlier you said that diseases, there should be a perk for them.
Yeah.
And I'm saying...
But now I'm
oh,
saying
you've
like
changed your mind. I see.
But diseases... No, I think they should be like...
You're talking about something else, though. You're describing another thing now. You're talking about like the zombie perk, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well...
Because if you look at someone who is infected with the virus, and it's like, it says something like not infected,
You think they're good to go.
Yeah.
But it's not a disease. But you don't like cure it in the same way or anything like that, though. It's not. It's like not a disease. No. You might want like other conditions or something. Is this you should describe? You're saying here's some other things that you might be interested to know. Your colonist has been infected with a rainbow mushroom.
Yeah.
It's just because it uses the word infected, though.
Yeah.
Like if they were drunk, would you expect the drunk to go there under diseases? I say that because it's like a similar thing. You know what I mean? It's like it negatively affects the colonist. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe, but it starts to get weird, doesn't it? It's better if they're just a home tab, which is a spot you go if I want to see if my colonists have anything. Like, it's better if there's just one spot that they go to. Instead of like, oh, like you could find the information on the home tab. Also, you can find it in the disease tab. Like, I think it's better if you just go to one place. Like, oh, what's like, what do I need to know about this guy? I got a bunch of dudes. Just give me a quick rundown, because it already is a rundown. Like, you can see the game. It's got this icon on the HUD. Like, so clearly the game designers think that this matters, that I know this, but we're not like defining it for them anywhere. But it just seems like it makes sense to define like in the Hope tab, like in their space too. You just put it here and be like, oh, okay, here's what these things mean. And then you can just see it right there. Because additionally, like even the infected with like slime belly has its own customized icon. So you see it right there. Like, oh, okay, infected. Okay, infected.
And we also have things like bleeding and stuff that shows up.
Sure. Yeah. As it probably should, because it's like a buff or debuff. Yeah. Then a separate thing you're talking about is taking a perk and then displaying it in part of the disease UI, which would be like the zombie perk or something. You know? But I just think it becomes weird. Like, then what's the line? You just put everything there? He's just like duplicating it. You'd have the home tab and then also the other tab, because everything that isn't an innate perk would go on that, would go there pretty much. Maybe non-obvious things could require a doctor to discover. That could be fun as well. This guy just pooped out the slime. Here it is. What's he upset about? Because he saw a slime monster? I was hurt. I was sick. I was on a dirty floor. I saw blood. I saw bio-waste. I saw an ugly air interstation. Just life's going pretty rough for these guys. Somehow he never got a bad memory for seeing a monster, though. Seeing a slime. Wonder why. Why indeed. Let me again see what else is upset about him. He has so many one-shots. He has -10 consolidated for one-shots within the first 4 days of the game. He's so sad. I was hurt. Is it really just the sick one that's probably doing it? The sick ones are really taking it over the top, though. He would still be pretty upset without the sick one, though. Does he like anything? Should I give him better food? I was on a dirty floor in our station. I saw bio-waste. I mean, there is a lot of poop everywhere. It does seem to be...
You didn't get the free time memory.
What?
If you assign free time in their
What'd you say?
schedule. The free time memory.
What about it?
When do they get that?
They get that for interacting with a free time object, like an arcade machine. You have to know that. How is this guy...
With the arc memory.
Huh?
I keep thinking about the arc memory.
Oh. I see. I can't context order these guys to bash the slime. Well, let's see if this works. Terminate, apply to all. Let's see if this guy starts bashing a slime in work time. Or even non-work time. Let's see if someone bashes the slime. I could give them mental stabilizers or food. I also need to sell some stuff now. Did I ever get the trade pod built, by the way? I did. And I want to sell this. And I want to sell Galarium. And I want to sell... I have mental stabilizer somewhere? Oh, someone's getting those. And I want to get treasures. Just think of which ones are going to go away. Where'd they see blood? Oh, right there. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just looking at these morale things like, because they're sadder than I'd like them to be right now. I was hurt. I was sick. I saw blood. Well, that's a lot. He's breaking stuff because his competence is 48%. This is just going down the drain for these guys.
Yeah.
I saw BioWaste. I was on a dirty floor. That's something there. Maybe Bob should just get murked. You know, it all happened because he ate that poop, man. And then he got sick and got everybody else sick. And they started puking and stuff. He's fighting the slime, by the way, so that's good news. Also, his morale's pretty low. It just adds up so much.
No. That's gonna reduce his aggression.
Let's see. I'm just looking at all the ones that you could reduce. You could reduce it by 1. Saw blood to be -1 instead of -2. I don't really want to do that. I was on a dirty floor station. It could be reduced further though, so I'll do that.
I mean, now that the memories last for so long, well, even if you fix the issue, you still.
That's good. That's fine. That's fine. Before they were too short. They were 2 days. Now they're 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes sense for some things that if you address them, that the memory.
Give me an example.
Like a dirty floor.
I don't agree because what does it mean to address it? Would it have to track the floor that it spawned the memory from in the first place?
No, I mean when the player addresses.
Well, but like, the example was dirty floor. So like, what does it mean to? It means like you no longer have that floor's no longer dirty, right? It was dirty, now it's not dirty, right?
Yeah, and if the duration was like shorter, because if you have a dirty floor and the duration is short, there's you're gonna refresh that memory. You're gonna keep
let's say 2 days. Sure. Well, that still happens. It just happens in 5 days.
Yeah, but it could even be like 8 hours because as long as you have.
It can't be 8 hours, man. 8 hours is so short that they wouldn't maintain the morale penalty for long enough to matter. Because it has to be an accumulation of small things that build up into something bigger.
Huh? Day or something.
What's that?
It was a day. They would still see that dirty floor.
But it has to accumulate like all these things. Like for example, if they saw blood and then the next day they saw a dirty floor, all they would remember was the dirty floor. They wouldn't even remember that they saw blood. That's what used to happen. These things have to accumulate more. Huh?
You've fixed the issue. Like if you have dirty floor one day, you have blood another day. Those shouldn't really spill over if you fix the.
I disagree because they saw the blood. They just remember it for a couple more days.
Yeah, but those are like problems in different days.
You're saying day like it's like a new thing in the game. You mean like 5 minutes ago? Like when you're saying it like it's like a day, like the night comes down, then like it's a new day. We're going somewhere else today, guys.
No, I mean like if you fix the issue, like it shouldn't keep snowballing.
The reason that nobody was ever sad before, Victor, was because the morale penalties were they were forgotten too quickly. Because they don't get a chance to accumulate if they just go away really fast. If they just go away, they can't accumulate. There's no chance.
Well, if you like ignore the problem or.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, you have to not just ignore it because like even this blood, like they saw blood here, so they're going to see blood and they go through, for example, and get a -2, right? Yeah. You bring them in the base, and then by the time I warp somewhere else, they've already forgotten that they even ever saw any of those bad things, and just completely gets wiped. Because most of the gameplay loops are you go outside, you collect resources, then you bring them back inside, and then they spend a lot of time inside processing those resources. Yeah. And so that they get like some one-shots here, but then they come back here, they forget all the one-shots, and they come, and they get maybe a couple more like, oh, I was on a dirty floor station one-shots. Yeah. This guy's kind of hurt, probably from fighting the dude, though. From fighting that slime. I was sick could be reduced by 1 as well to -2. And I feel like I was hurt. That's fine as -1, right? Yeah. That was under reforestation is -2. Do you know the reason? Like there was the upset perk, right? There's the upset perk when it takes 48 hours for a colonist to go from a tier 1 upset to the tier 2 special ones, like Pyromaniac. When the memories are so short, it literally just solves itself. You could do nothing. You could put a colonist in a room with just food, and he'll become happy. That seems silly. Yeah. With no adverse penalties whatsoever, like happening to you, you know.
But you still want to be able to like slowly recover by fixing the issues.
Yeah, yeah. We still can.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be like a long period where you sort of have to keep them.
5 days isn't that long, man.
I mean, you've been playing for 4 days.
Yeah. I'm in my first system. Well, my second system.
Yeah.
in one system. Like one system, they're happy. The next system, they'll be happy again. So like it's pretty easy. They could stay on base. They'll become happy on their own as well. If I just lock down the borders, they become happy again. They'll stop being sick soon. They'll be happy from that too. Happier at least. You know, I should have done. I should have focused on food, huh? How is not a sick memory? How about infected? Memory infected. I'm gonna make this a -2 instead. They're just gonna keep refreshing the memory though, seeing bio waste.
Yeah.
And they're gonna keep seeing
That's
blood
fair,
from that as
because there's
well.
still
Of course there is. Yeah.
a lot of bios. Yeah.
It was on a dirty floor. I saw an ugly area. What if I do the opposite and I just make it pretty for him instead? Pretty. 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 And then I'm going to sequester all of my biomass to this corner right here. To right here. Off, 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 off. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. They'll start moving poopy. And then I have mental stabilizer I could give them. I can't context order them to do anything, though. I could force feed them, though. I might force feed Bob a mental stabilizer when he goes to sleep. He for 1 second of positive morale. Why is Dave so much happier? Oh, I see, because he's tolerant. And so he has all morale penalties are reduced by 1, so really he'd be at a -8 right now. But he'd still be a +2, though. Oh, no, he's tolerant and excitable. He's a good guy, you know? The best of the guys. It's really the sickness that caused everybody to be really sad. Because the sickness is going to cause pain with it. So they all have memories of being hurt because they all got infected. So it just snowballed in that way a little bit. I saw a broken object as well because he broke it.
Yeah.
It's fixed now, though.
It's like a kid or something throwing their like controller in the wall and then being sad because their controller breaks.
Well, it would be. Well, as you would be. You'd be like, well, that's not fair. Also, my controller's broken. Like, also.
Yeah,
And he's vomited again.
throw it in the wall.
Man, he really got sick. What is the chance if they eat? The worm could have gotten them all sick, by the way. Not bio waste, but perhaps. Germs, germs, germs. There's a 10% chance of getting sick when you eat poopy in this game. And how about worm meat? Worm meat has a 5%. That seems fair. If you eat 20, sort of okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I guarantee, though, is that guy, he ate the worms. He ate that worm meat, and just that was it. That was it, you know? That was just enough. He's like, oh, gosh.
Why did he eat the worm meat when there's space ration?
Why do colonists do whatever they do? I don't know. You know?
No, I mean, shouldn't they prioritize the cooked food?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Well, you say cooked food, but that doesn't mean anything. It just, all that matters is the attributes they have on it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It should be tagged as like.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe they couldn't get to it. Maybe there was food that was closer. Maybe it was outside the range that they'd eat at. I don't know. Because I don't think they got sick from walking on the floor. And the reason I say that is because they all had the same symptoms. They all shared those symptoms, you know? So I was like, oh, okay, they all... frail mild duration extender, frail mild duration extender. And then for some reason I couldn't click on Bob. This guy, though, he gets frail mild and then more dumber and also organ failure mild. So not good for him. I'm having a hard time clicking on Bob for some reason. Oh, I see. You see what's happening, Victor? You can't click on these colonists because the sprites in the HUD block clicking on it. Was that always a thing? Have I never noticed that before?
It's not supposed to be.
But it is, though. It's probably not raycasting target. That's probably it. Just write it down. Anyway, the thing with morale penalties being too short is that you can literally just ignore them, and it doesn't even matter. Again, okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. And that's not fun either. He needs some one-shots. So, wow, the broken object really affected him, huh? So 6 down by 1. Ugly area. -1. Broken object. I'm just trying to look at these. Okay. The poopy's done. I have 1 mental stabilizer that I could give to these people. Is there anything else I can do to fix these people? Now, this guy, I'm going to fix Bob first. Once he goes to sleep, I'm going to force feed him a mental stabilizer. I could just knock him out and give him a mental stabilizer. He'll forget that I knocked him out, right? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up this mental stabilizer here. I'm going to knock this guy out. I'm going to feed it to him, and then he's going to be happy again. There's another freaking slime again. It's banes of my existence right now. I just found out Dr. Pepper came out 1 year before Coke. It's too bad that, they were first to market and didn't matter, Also, I kind of like Dr. Pepper. It's different. Dr. Pepper doesn't care what soda's supposed to taste like, Oh, he literally is passing him. He literally just went to sleep on his own, so. Let us feed him mental stabilizers and do that. That sort of fixes that problem there. Now, this guy, much more serious, though. Because there's no way to get rid of these memories except for them timing out eventually. Which means this guy's definitely going to get upset and do something weird. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't really paying attention to my fellas. I don't mind the saw bio-waste memory, but I could remove it. I kind of like it, though, I also think it's fair that if a colonist gets hurt, they get a -1 one-shot, right? That seems fair, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They all seem fair. None of them seem unfair. The problem is you just don't want a new player to have to deal with all of it, It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. Like, I just started, man. Like, what the heck? I mean, to be fair, I really wasn't paying attention either. I was just kind of letting my guys go willy-nilly.
Yeah. But you do want to be able to recover, you want like a quicker turnaround time.
You say that. Again, you use words like quicker and faster and whatnot, but compared to what? Like nothing bad has happened yet.
No.
You're just afraid. You're just worried that something bad might happen.
But they're upset, right?
Well, yeah, this guy. Yeah. And then if they do, but even if that escalates, it's often not a big deal. Because what they'll get are the perks like Violent Outburst, Talks to Walls, Food Hoarder, Pyromaniac's pretty big deal, though. That one you got is gonna have to kind of bash the guy.
Yeah.
Make him stop that. Oh man, he's sneezing.
It's like unfair that even if you fix all the issues on day 1, you still have to wait.
I don't think that's unfair. Maybe people on stream have a different feeling. I don't think it's unfair. They see it and then it just takes a little bit to process it. Like if someone sees a monster, well, what's the fix to that? Don't let them see monsters for a little bit, then they kind of forget. It has to time out eventually, though. It could be 4 days instead of 5 days. Just one less day. Again, huh?
Not all memories need the same duration.
No, of course not. Of course not. But there's certain ones like I was on a Dirty Floor station that could have a duration of like 24 hours. So it's like, well, if you haven't seen it in a little bit, you'll probably be okay with that one, Same with I saw an Ugly Air station. Those could be 24 hours. That's pretty easy to do. Could happen right now.
But something if they see like a dead body, that would make sense that they would retain the memory for, a longer period.
Right, but who cares about the body memory right now? It's not relevant to this discussion. It's like
no, but I mean
these are routine things we're talking about in the station right now, Not like and root beer was first in 1876. Root beer is like so much more fun. I feel like root beer is just a chemical concoction of stuff that tastes good,
But I mean, right now your situation could be a lot worse if someone got killed. Like if it started fighting.
Yeah, it should be though. The situation should be worse if they start fighting. Yeah, if someone died, of course it should be much worse. Yeah. It could also be like things like seeing blood not on the station. Maybe you have to see the blood on the station to get that morale penalty, The nice thing, though, about it being over here is that your laborers are going to get that -2 penalty from seeing blood. That's a nice game mechanic about it. It's all these unintended things that really being sick is the big one, to be honest with you. Being sick, like, upset them more than anything, probably.
Yeah.
Just because that's a -3. And anything you can ride out a -4. -4 doesn't even really adversely affect anything, you know? It's really only when they get to that -5 that you're like, uh-oh. Now we're starting to get serious in here, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are there any other ugly areas on this station? I don't know. Let's look up the memory. For saw dirty floor. Memory saw ugly. Memory just ugly instead. It says -1. What we can do is we can find the duration. Memory. Never time out. I'm gonna go here. I'll make a new one really fast. But more broadly, again, the player should be punished when morale's low, and morale should be low, and there should be things, if you're not doing them, that punish the player, and then the effect should last longer than what you did. For example, cleaning up your station isn't enough. It shouldn't be enough to make your colonists forget that they were once in a dirty area of your station.
Yeah.
On its own, at least. And also, by itself, it's fine, too. It's only when you let all the things pile up together. Like, for example, I didn't maintain my morale, and then I just decided I was going to explore a station and didn't care about it at all. I ignored it completely, and then it got too bad. Now I'm like, oh, it's so low, but I ignored it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I just like, because you could in the past, you know, you could just ignore it completely. And it's true, there was poop everywhere. And I was like, I don't care about this poop. I don't care about giving them a bed. I don't care about doing any of the morale stuff. And then what happened? They got sad. You're like, well, that seems fair. Like, it makes sense, right? Make a new thing real quick. Public float duration. It's funny. Default it to a day. Really fast. I agree with them having too many morale memories fast. That's not the intention. Specifically, though, about them sort of timing out or like something like that. I was like, well, I don't know. On query memory. I'm just going to copy and paste this. It's the same stuff here and here. Here and here. Here and here. Oh, I see. I should have made this an integer in the first place. Copy this. Come over here. We're going to go to this. It's just that there's a lot of things in the game that make it pretty easy to solve morale problems. Like, what are those one things called? Mental stabilizers, for example. So it's pretty easy. It's really just that sometimes colonists should get mad. And by mad, I mean maniacs. And go sad and kill everybody. So I just made a component that would. Thing is, when I was playing Evil Eye, I don't want to worry about pesky little flashback things like morale. Yeah, but you kind of have to a little bit. Like, you, or rather, like, it's like, you want to, like, give them, like, candy bars or something, you know? To counteract, like, the low morale stuff. But you still have to care about morale. Or still should care about morale. Because morale is what makes the game different from playthroughs. Playtest. Because if without morale, every game is going to be the exact same always. Maybe that's okay. I don't know. The thing is, like, morale is always there to sort of stop the player from doing what they want to do a little bit. A little bit. It's supposed to guide the player. Like, you're supposed to give them a floor so they get sad if they if they don't sleep on the floor. You're supposed to give them bed route. They get sad to sleep on the floor. Why did I have to place morale with control when going that route? What's control? Define control. Like, what do you mean? Like the ability for your colonists to obey your order or something like that? Like, they won't work if their control is low. Let's do memory ugly. And then we're going to make this. We're going to give this a duration of 24 hours. Really fast. And we'll get some music back in real quick. Okay, this music's too intense. We're going to go to elevator music. because I feel like elevator music is just perfect for this. So there you go. Because you constantly need to be able to accumulate enough one-shots to counteract all the positives. That's the real thing. Because after you've been playing for a little bit, so for example, if you clean up all the floors in your station and stuff, it still needs to be a system where your colonists still get sad if you don't do anything else. Memory duration, we'll do this 24 hours. We'll do the same thing with the other one as well, which is what? I just did ugly, right? So now I need the opposite of, I need dirty. I need dirty floor instead. So we'll do dirty floor. And we'll make that also a little bit quicker too. Okay. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. So those two will be shorter. And we'll press play. Even saw BioWaste could be a little bit shorter too, probably. Although that's okay, it's only -1. Because the way the game works is it's not enough they just have a bad day. If they have just a bad day, all they do is they get the upset perk, and then once the day's over, they're not upset anymore. Yeah. Control should be spending your resources on alternative means to keep your workers in compliance, like drugs or punishment for favor, brainwashing, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I agree. Like you should be able to, like you should have like a stocks or something, right? And the stocks will actually increase morale by like +1. Like it'll be like, I've learned to be good or something, you know? I've learned compliance, right? And it's like +2 or something, you know? There could be some emergency. There could also, like another solution would be to provide more emergency morale solving things early game. Like alcohol or something, you know? Or like a research path you could go down, like called morale or something, you know? There's a free time path.
It would be nice if you gave them time off. If they got like a memory, like a really short memory.
Huh?
Like, what if you give them
Oh, hang on, you're kind of quiet right now. I can't hear you. Try now. What'd you say?
If you gave them time off.
You're still very
get,
quiet
like,
for some reason.
What?
I don't think I changed. Maybe I did. Say it again.
Hello?
Okay, I think I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said like if you give them time off so that they're not working, they have, you know, free time schedule, you could have like a memory that's really short that like times out.
It says what? I didn't have to work for a day or something?
Yeah, it's like something
Well,
like
what's the memory? That's what I was asking
I
you.
had
Like, what do you
time
mean by
off.
that?
And then they get like morale just for not working.
Right.
So that you can put
No,
someone
but
in, like,
specific.
time
But right.
off.
But specific. What do you mean? Like, so if they don't work for 24 hours or something, they get like a memory that says, "I haven't had to work, and I like it."
I mean, like as a quick thing of addressing someone's morale, like just take some time off.
Right.
Like,
Right. But what's the memory? I'm just asking. It's like this.
oh, like +1 morale. Or
That's not what I'm asking. But the memory would be like, I didn't work for 24 hours, and so I get a +1, right?
Yeah, or even quicker than that.
Well, under 24 hours seems weird. Because it seems weird that you could give a guy a day off. Like, first of all, the day off button shouldn't be the one that actually gives them the memory. It should be just if they don't work for like 24 hours, they should be like, oh, I haven't had to work. This is awesome. Because it would be weird if like your guy already wasn't assigned any tasks, and then you just gave him a vacation by pressing the button. He's like, oh, thanks for the vacation, boss. It's like, but you already weren't working.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having emergency measures that can get more extreme over time that leads you down a darker path. I agree with you, by the way, about the darker measures. I think that's the way. It's like, how can I make these guys, you know, how can I train these guys? Teach these guys about the errors of their ways, you know? These memories, I don't think they're going to maintain their original duration. Oh, maybe not. That's interesting. Probably they get refreshed or something. This last 23 hours, and then should we get over there, good over there, good over there. The thing about the morale, see, it's hard for me to click on this sometimes. It needs a raycast target or something. You didn't change anything with that? Why would you have, right? Did it always do this?
No.
Did it always do this? Do you know if it always? If you don't know, you can just say
Colonist?
I don't know. I don't know. You say I don't know.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah,
Are you saying the colonist sprites
yeah on the column side, yeah.
aren't?
Yeah, they're blocking clicking. They probably don't raycast a target. Would be my guess. Is it this guy? This guy? This guy? This guy? This guy? This guy? It's over here. It's mildly interesting. You can be like, whoa, there it is, right? Entry. This guy? This guy? Either they are and they're not supposed to, or they don't, and there's it's like one of the what's one of the one of it's one of them, right?
Yeah.
Doop 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 doop. Bah, bah, bah. I feel like I would have noticed before, though, right? I suspect it's. Is it something else? Did you make any changes to this recently?
I mean, I added the new icons, but the icons are like small. So
It could be the icons that do it.
yeah.
Because they're small, like it could be the icons. What are the icons? States display toggle, perhaps. Maybe it's because they're infected. Could that be it? It says raycast target, but if they don't have if they're not nested correctly, it might not work.
Oh, they shouldn't have raycast.
No. Well, the reason I said that was that, yeah, if they're not nested correctly, it would do it as well. It's probably, I think that's what it is. I think it's these. I think you're correct. It's the states.
Yeah.
It's the states. And it wasn't a state you added recently. It's just that
No.
any state looks like it would have triggered that. So just write that down. That you have to disable raycast target
I added like
on the thing.
for it.
Yes. Anyway, I also like the idea of having emergency measures. That would be interesting. The problem is you need them from you need them available to new players. Like when you just started the game, you need them. By the way, now that I've toned down the penalties, see, why can't I'm clicking on recruit? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. This guy's drafted, so I keep thinking that like he's the guy I have selected for some reason, and that's just on me. There's no reason. There's nothing in the game that would make me think that. It's like what? It's just me, just being weird about it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to think that because it looks like a selection graph.
Oh yeah. I'm not crazy, but yeah, it wasn't like yeah. It was like I was like, oh yeah, he's got this work icon. I thought he was selected. Yeah, like it makes sense. It's just that that's how it always works, Okay, now this guy is -3. So still pretty okay. The way I view it is that if I have to struggle to fix morale, it's too hard. That's just sort of my basic thing. Like, okay, this is too much. If I can't figure this out, this is kind of strange. Okay. Look at all that poop right there. Just a big collection of poop. And I got this freaking worm. The slime monster is hanging out. What an interesting... This is like the most interesting first base I've had in a long time. Where just slimes are going around. People are getting sick. Again, I'm not positive that he got sick from eating the worm meat. I have suspicions that he ate the worm meat. If he starts puking while he's in the middle of fighting, oh my god, it's don't clean up the mess, kill the slime. He's a nice guy. He's like,
oh, no.
Yeah, he's like, let me just, because he vomited and then he stopped doing his state. This guy's like, I'll clean up this puke while you fight the slime. Don't worry, buddy. Just everyone just kill any slime you see from now on, please. Just screw these slimes, man. Again, I love emergency measures. That would be fun. That would be a good idea. Or what about like, I like the idea that you can somehow make your colonists not do work, like you mentioned, Victor, to increase morale. Because like they're not being productive, but at least they're not, burning the place to the ground.
I mean, also the idea of giving like the morale before 24 hours is sort of like is your boss telling you like, oh, take some time off. Then because at the time you know that you don't have any more work for a day.
Oh well, that's just like a lore or narrative or immersion thing from your perspective. I'm just thinking it from the balancing perspective,
Yeah.
And the memory should last of not having to work for a little bit, like I had a vacation and then also this other thing.
Yeah.
He's not upset, is he? He's upset. He's not upset. He is. He needs to become a little bit happier. But I'm all out of mental stabilize. What could I feed him? I'm just going to go to a new system. I'm going to find a purple slime. I'm going to go to I'm going to die if I go to the Medilab, right? I'm not even afraid, dude. I'm not afraid at all. I'm not afraid of the Medilab. Again, after these changes, my morale's fine, by the way.
Could it be interesting if you gave them like a day off, but then you canceled it and then they get even more pissed and
Maybe. You canceled my day off early. Like, be warned though, if you cancel their vacation too early. Yeah. I would love to have the stocks. That would be an interesting way where they're not working. They're in the stocks. They're just like in prison, you know? God, this guy was hurt so bad. His organs damaged. Gosh.
Could have something like if someone's in prison, everyone else gets like plus morale because they're like, oh, I better behave.
Everyone except the guy in prison gets the morale boost. They're like, oh God. And it says like someone was made an example of +1 morale. Like, that seems so funny. Yeah. Okay, Dave is cleaning a floor. He's still kind of hurt. So before we fight some zombies, let's eat some space rations. And then we're going to go and try to take care of business. I should have a water recycler, right? So I'm going to get some crops. I'm going to finally get those crappy crops. And then the water purifier. Do you know there's debris I never finished? I never got rid of. Okay. Okay. Snack wrap. Apparently KFC has snack wraps now. That's pretty exciting. Still drafted. Here we go. I have once again turned should auto build to true. I realize now. So let me turn that off. I forgot to do that. This guy built the water purifier, and I got no experience for it. Can I kill it? Do you think I can kill this guy, this zombie? I've never done any combat with this guy, really. He's level 11 strength. I think he'll actually be somewhat okay. Let's find out.
Yeah.
If he vomits, I have to, like, do something, though. So far, so good. The zombie's been missing a lot. And he just increased the health skill. So I think I'll be able to fight this zombie. No problem. Okay, I'm going to go back to this guy who's sad, though. Be like, why are you so sad, fella? It's because he was hurt, too, I think. I really do think it was this virus infecting everybody early game. And like I mentioned, the reason I think that one guy infected everybody else is because they all have similar sets of symptoms. This guy doesn't have... Oh, and they had duration extender on it, so it's just lasting for even longer than normal. Viruses last for 60 hours by default, is that right? Decreases skill. Do you have a plan to give weapons to colonists except sentry guns? Yeah, that's what we want to do next is gear, actually. And by gear, we mean like weapons and maybe cosmetics, and then also guns. That'd be sick. If you have ideas for tiers, like weapon tiers or something, cool ideas, just let us know. But yeah, that's the plan next after this. And then maybe there'll be resources that spawn in the asteroids and for you to acquire them. Oh, yeah. Like blasters and stuff. Yeah. Oh my god, where did the zombie come from? Victor, what's going on in my base, man? This zombie just wandered onto my base. I didn't pay any attention. This is terrible, Victor. This is my worst playthrough ever. Literally, Bob is fighting a zombie right now. Oh my god, stop going that way. Bob, you... Oh my god. Okay, again, I consented to going here before I was ready, though. You know what I mean? I was like, I'll be fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is all right. Bob's getting some action. You know what I mean? Usually Bob has a boring life for us. So today, oh my god. He's definitely not going to be happy now. -2. He's not upset, though. But morale's a tough thing to balance because, will it be craftable at workstation? That's what we're thinking. Yeah. That's what we're thinking. Like an armor bench or something like that. Yeah. And we could just add a random. Honestly, Victor, we could just add a random resource that isn't even. It could just be called. This is not what it would be called, but it could be called something like, armor ore. Okay, it wouldn't be called that, but that's just all it is used is for armor. It could just be that even. Like just scrap or something. You could find scrap, and do something with it. Imagine if I get I'm probably gonna get a shambler in here, right? Because my luck's been terrible. By the way, the reason I'm going to the Medilab is for the mental stabilizers. There's a reason I'm coming here, and it's not because I'm just like bad or something. It's because I'm like, oh my god, I have to fix this. Using the in-game solutions available to me. Okay, that'll be gone soon. Let's make sure that nothing's ugly anymore. Beauty. So toilets are -5 beauty. But not enough to trigger I was ugly. So we're going to put one here and here. We're going to counteract this beauty with doing the thing I hate the most in the world, which is spamming posters. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Because everyone's going to get really sad. So, all right, I'm going to try to get the... I feel like I should go for the ore refinery. But I don't know. It only costs 2.5k. I never connected this with power somehow. Oh, it ran out of power. Okay. That's more reasonable. And I'm going to sell water, too. Okay. Got a lot of stuff going on today. Trying to solve morale issues while doing other stuff. You're like, oh my god, there's so much going on. What do I do? This is like the first time I had something new happen in the game. Where I was like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do right now? There's a cuddler. I'm pretty sure I just saw a cuddler. Okay, I didn't. That was crazy. I just saw the leg of a zombie and was like, it's a cuddler! Okay. I should have done a couple more dungeon runs before I did this. I hate when they fight and they're stacked on top of each other because it looks ugly. Let me go back to my base and see what's happening here. I got space rock. That's a plus something, right? Ooh, here's a bug too. Well, it's not a bug necessarily, but I'm gonna put integer space rock should show morale modifier in tooltip. It doesn't, probably because the effect provides a static +3 question mark. Okay, who's my guy that's kind of sad? It was recruit, correct? Oh, perfect. Recruit. This is just what you needed to do. We got some space rock. See, space rock's a good idea for healing your guys, and then you can give him some space rock. And he should be at a 0 now, see? His upsetness hasn't been cured, though. He has to go up by +1 more, is that right? Or will it tick? Oh, no, it's good. Victor, I did it. I did it, Victor. I did it. I just got my guy high on space rock. Everything's okay. He's the recruit. It doesn't even matter that much. Oh my god, he's still fighting the zombie. Can he not hit the zombie? Oh my god, he's just puking. And he's drafted, so he's just like vomiting and vomiting and vomiting. Somehow he didn't die, though. Well, that's good. Are his organs damaged? Just his lungs a little bit? Oh my god. Oh my god, he has 5 health. His health is he'll level up soon, though. Okay. Ooh, there's some cake. This also will help me, both for healing and morale purposes. This cake is has a 6, so.
Like fighting zombies and puking. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. He's like, all right, okay. He's only going to be sick for 12 more hours. I could just have him stay at home, but I'm not doing that. We don't do that here. We go out when we're sick. We fight zombies when we're sick. We're not afraid of zombies. Cuddlers, though, in the kitchen, it's kind of creepy.
Although imagine being this guy and the Starmancer's like, eat that cake.
Eat that cake. I'm so sick right now.
I don't want any cake.
I can't eat anymore, please. And he's like, eat it. And he's like, well, I do feel better. There's more cake, by the way. I need someone else to eat some cake. God, he took so much damage from that cuddler. Armor would be great because I could just feed them. I could just give them armor as damage reduction. Like, it would make combat so much simpler. So I'm happy about cake. The cake was a lie, first of all. It was a lie that I would be happy again. Oh my god. Do I heal him? I'm not gonna use it. The cake heals like 20 though. I could eat this egg. Egg heals 5. It sells for a decent chunk though. This is tough. Bit of a conundrum here. I mean, the morale again. I'm happy that I have to care about morale. I'm happy about that aspect of it. This guy is high on space rock, just going to sleep. Specifically, it's that the player should not inadvertently get bombarded with so many morale penalties that they just die. That they're just like, oh well, it's game over, you know? Because they don't know about it. They didn't consent to this stuff. Okay, there's not a freaking zombie in here. Die, zombie scum. Die!
What if we had mental stabilizers that were like tier 1 that only increased one, you know?
We could just add like 5 mental stabilizers to the starting station or something even. You know, just so then you have them. And it's, you know, it's like, just in case you need them. Because like if you gave them mental stabilizers but you didn't fix the station conditions, you know, they would just get all the bad memories again, you know?
Yeah.
Can't walk to. Victor, you need to write this down. I can't walk to this loot container. In this room. It's the slime room. I can't walk to this loot container. And I'm sad because it has a control chip in it, and I can't get the control chip.
Oh, no.
But that's okay. I can cheat and get it anyway by pressing this button. And so I'll act as if I had gotten the control chip. Also, I feel like Slime Grower is epic for combat, right? Training.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You could just spawn so many. Oh my god, he passed out. Why'd he pass out? And then he woke up to vomit, and he's awake again. Dude, this morale game is going to be so hard for me right now, man. Oh my god. He literally vomited right after he passed out, which means he didn't actually pass out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 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 But then it's like you give him some cake and like nothing bad will ever happen to him again, you know? He's going to pass out again, by the way. There's no chance he doesn't. But I'm hoping that before he does, I can just loot everything. So what's that? That's the thing that cures things? Antiviral strong. I kind of want to get that. Who's sick? Is he still sick? But he's only going to be sick for 12 more hours, right? Oh my god. I pooed my pants. When did he poo his pants? I think that it said pooed his pants, but in fact it should have said oh, he just pooed his pants earlier? Okay. It said he recently pooed his pants. Well, his bathroom need is good. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even get to see what I unlocked because I was right-clicking to get rid of it. Oh my gosh. Should we spawn mental stabilizers in the starting station?
Shot.
Huh?
It fixes like sleep need, like adrenaline shot.
Yeah, that'd be
Allows
fun.
you to stay up like that.
Player base. All starting items. DNA fragment, upgrade mileage, or recipe cache. Let's do what are they called? Mental stabilizers?
Yeah.
Let's give you 3. 1 for each dude, is that fair?
Yeah.
Can we give him some alcohol? Hey chat, what do you think? You think alcohol should be starting, or is it like too much? Because then your dudes start getting drunk and it gets weird, you know what I mean? They start drinking and stuff when they shouldn't be. Is there an item that gives a one-shot morale boost that I could spawn pretty easily? Not really, right?
Probably should be, right?
I'm going to give them 5 mental stabilizers so they have some extra. I feel like 3 is just not enough, right?
But the problem with something that gives a one-shot plus is that players might want to use it all the time and not only
Well, yeah, but if it's like alcohol, for example, they'll all become alcoholics. They're starting to craft moonshine and, you know, out of your wheat and stuff like that. I think that's okay, isn't it? This guy passed out again, by the way. But he'll probably vomit and wake up, so no problem. I just canceled the draft. That woke him up immediately. Oh my god, there's just vomit. There's a vomit everywhere. Diseases are so interesting. They really change up they shift things up a little bit, huh? It also could have been like a worm or something that infected everybody, or a slime or something.
Oh yeah, there was an infected worm.
Yeah. I don't think any slimes were infected, though, because I only saw the scans thing once.
When they vomit, should their hunger increase?
When they vomit, should their hunger increase? Yeah, I guess. I guess. Yeah, probably. I'm going to write that down. It's kind of interesting. Just decrease it by like 20 or something. Not a lot, where they start to starve, you know. But vomiting, I'm going to put puking. Should decrease hunger need. Okay, again, back with the disease thing. I agree with you that there should be something on the home tab that says to the player, this guy's sick. I just disagree that it should go on the perks. That's all.
Yeah.
This guy's tummy got hurt. Now he's incontinent, Victor. Oh my god, it's just getting worse and worse for me.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I had med kits, but I ate most of them, so I don't know if there's. I don't know if I still. Okay, there's like one here. I don't even think one's enough to heal. Oh, there's two. Okay. Dave, where are you going, man? Don't gather a resource. Go to sleep, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I need to stop right now. I need to get morale under control. But first, I'm gonna get this waste recycler finished. It's almost done. That'll take care of my poop. Well, some of my poop at least. Then I'm gonna put the waste recycler next to the toilet so that it'll automatically drain that poopy. Okay, there's another freaking slime. I love Slime Belly. I think it's a really fun perk. You're like, oh my god, another freaking slime. He's coming to eat my food, by the way. What if the slime eats my poopy? Oh, if I get a power leech, that's a +1. Sometimes you find power moths. What if there's like a resource you would give your colonists? That would be kind of fun, like money. Like if you could give them crystals to improve morale, you know? Could be interesting. I don't know what the narrative explanation would be. You know, like what are they doing with these crystals? Are they sending them home? You know what I mean? Like what are they? But it's something the player cares about, and it's a resource that you could use at any time. Maybe even DNA fragments, perhaps you could give them. That would give DNA fragments another purpose. There was something I wanted to unlock. Oh yeah, standard furniture. It'll take me 1 day and 12 hours to research the television.
What about something that you can only give them when they have negative?
It says more shows can be found in the galaxy. That's a lie. There are more TV shows, you liar. That'd be fun though. That'd be cool though. Yeah, stem cells. Well, I mean, how would stem cells make them happier? Just something like, oh, I feel better. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Why don't you put candy, increase morale higher, but get hunger faster? See, candy is a good idea. Like you could start with candy. And there could even be like a sweets section or something on morale, even, you know?
Oh yeah, like a snack.
Right, like a snack section, a dessert section. Because I don't want candy. Candy could just be a one shot as well, like I ate a tasty treat. It's just the hard thing with one shots like that is like, okay, if there's potato chips, maybe potato chips are a +1. But if you find like Cooler Ranch Doritos or something, maybe that's a +2. And it's like, well, the +2 then counteracts the +1. So it seems like it makes sense to have its own category, kind of, just called snacks. Then you could start the player with some snacks. It'd be fun if like early game there's like something here. I could be like, I want snacks. Even under food, you could have like a snack thing or something. I don't know. It would just be good. Because really what I need is an early game boost to morale. And once you got your stuff up and running, you like all these positives are kind of like a safety net. And the thing that happens is you build up your safety net. You have like a +10 safety net. And then nothing really matters anymore. You're not going to get sad ever again. But early game, you just get bombarded with everything. Again, I wasn't controlling my guys, you know. So I kind of let them run willy-nilly, and I guess the AI got sad when I did that. Also, there's no oxygen in this room. I'm just not paying any attention. So okay. No one's walking on my treadmill, man. There's another guy, but like, do I even want to grow him right now? I'm gonna find someone who's tolerant. This guy's tolerant. Let's just do that. Will variations of food affect morale? Right now, it doesn't. There was a system in place where if colonists ate the same things for a long time, they would get sad. But it was kind of, I don't know. It gets weird because there's not a good system in place for making sure your colonists actually eat a variety of food. Besides for the player manually doing it, like the player could manually be like, "Hey, man, eat this," just to make sure you're getting that extra thing. I love the idea of snacks somehow. Could we do drugs instead of snacks? Like a shot you get, like happy pills or something, +1. Like that are because Victor mentioned something about mental stabilizers. Well, it could be like mental stabilizers, But instead of wiping everything, also mental stabilizer could just give you like a +5 boost instead. Instead of
I
wiping
mean, I like the idea of
everything
just
out.
wiping
Yeah, but it's so good.
memory clean. Yeah.
It's just
It
like
should
so
definitely be
good.
like
It's like, oh my gosh.
a higher tier thing.
Letter coming with space jerky. Yeah, the thing with space jerky though is like it needs to be something that the player can acquire early, and perhaps they can. Perhaps they can acquire space jerky early. Because my problem was this dude ate poop on my station, and he got everybody sick, and everybody got sad because they got sick. You know, they started puking everywhere, and people were like, what's going on? And so it's like,
Yeah.
It'd be nice if like if you were a player, like here's what would be nice. Let's say you have a plan, which was to make food, and I didn't get to do that because everyone got sad. Okay, fine. It'd be cool if you could go here like in free time. There's all this free time stuff. There could be more free time stuff even, you know? Free time's a great avenue to explore for this. Maybe the television just takes too long and we could just decrease, maybe we could just move all these stuff to the left a little bit in the tech tree, you know?
Yeah, or we could add something more simplistic.
Yeah, television seems pretty okay though, right? It's like that's, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get a television on day 2 if you research it. You need power though. You do need power.
I think you need like a really
Huh?
high building skill level to make the TV.
Oh,
Because I remember researching it like first thing, and I was like, oh.
yeah, it's a bummer. Do you? Let's see. Television entity. You should have been a note about that or something. Buildable, reusable, build cost. Average. It requires construction skill level 20. We'll tone this down to 5, and then we're also going to move the television to the right in the build menu. And then we're also going to decrease its cost as well, and then we're going to decrease its morale boost probably too. Because I think they might all have the same morale boost. So what we'll do here is we'll go to this cost, and it was a 3. We're going to make it a 2. Wow. We need new lines though if I do that, Victor. So here's what I'll do instead is I'm going to keep it a 3. I'm going to say don't change costs. I'm going to make the research cost just 24 instead. That lets you do it faster. Okay, that way you don't have to do new lines. And then I'll do television entity over here. I'm looking for its build cost now. It's probably a lot. I could mouse over this, but I didn't think to do that until it was too late. So, okay. Average? I was literally just here. I was just here. And I just forgot to do it. We could take 2500, and then let's find the memory television variant. Save. Make it like a +1 or something. What is it right now? It's a 2. It's a 2. I mean, it's okay, right? Like a 2 is pretty good. Say, okay, it's a 2. Give him some TV early game. Give me some early game TV up in here. His construction skill is going to be all sorts of weird. So here's what we'll do. We'll save. We'll rebuild. And we're going to get a TV, Victor. We're getting a TV. Hey, boys, we're getting a TV. Yeah! TV! I always need disgusting poop lover to do this version. Also need one. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I always need a disgusting poop lover. It's not as important anymore to have a disgusting poop lover, although it would help sometimes. It would probably help in the situation that we were just in. Could be fun if Connell's like different TV station getting into fights about what to watch. That'd be like, I don't like this TV show. Like I don't like Maury. Like I hate Dr. Phil. Bob always wants to watch Dr. Phil. He must die.
If you could collect like more movies,
yeah,
that would upgrade the morale.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, like Sim style or something. You can choose the broadcasting program. It'd also be cool if you could do Sim style and make them like level up their skills.
Oh yeah. Nice man that you would find like a movie.
Oh, I know what you meant.
Add it to TV.
Yeah. So it starts at plus one's the default member, right? You find a new movie, it's +2, right? Because it's Star Wars or something, so that's a +2. You know what I mean? Then later you find porn or something, that's a +3. You know? I don't know. Whatever. I was like, what's better than a movie? I don't know. But it's gotta be something you can watch on TV. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like all the different categories.
You find like adult erotica or something.
No, like action and comedy. No, it shouldn't matter like what it actually is. It should matter the amount that you have. So it adds like more variety.
Oh, I see. So if you get one, I mean, maybe. Yeah. Which is because, of course, why would you ever go back to the old channel? You're saying, like, so you're thinking like, Well, I want them to be able to watch the old shows, but still have the morale boost.
Yeah.
Did I rebuild? I don't even know if I did. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did. While we wait. Where's the elevator music while we wait, though? Oh my gosh, this stream is just going off the rails. Feels like I need a snack wrap. Did I get no mental stabilizers in that Medilab, by the way? I don't think I found any. I thought about one day adding difficulty options, and all they do is decrease like the morale penalties or something, you know? Maybe build cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like on easy, morale penalties are reduced by 50%, build costs are reduced by 50%, let's just say. I don't know.
Yeah.
That way, it'd also be nice as a toggle even, like maybe even in the options menu, you could do it at any time and be like, morale, easy. You have played Mountain Blade, right? Mountain Blade has really nice difficulty settings because you can tweak, for example, the amount of damage that your units, well, maybe this, I don't know how, but you can tweak the amount of damage that enemy units do to you. And separately, you can tweak the amount of damage that enemy units do to your units, which I like. So, has this stream ever been on the rails? No. There's no rails. This is not a theme park MMO, man. This is Star Wars Galaxy out here, dude. Okay. But usually my station's more on track. Today, oh, it's going off the rails. Did I actually rebuild the library? I did. It says one day. Okay. Okay. Now I can build it. Increase monster spawn, lol. I didn't get it. I mean, I forgot what I was talking about, I mean. What's happening with this guy? Oh my god, he's incontinent. My Dave was incontinent. This guy's a space rock addict, and look at him. He just... Oh, is he transfer? No, he's just storing... He's just hoarding space rock, Victor. Check this guy out. Oh my god. By the way, space rock usually needs a space in there. I was like, what's going on with my guys? He just has space rock on. I'm like, this is not what I wanted. I'm going to put a space here. Cooks her own space rock with ore in an oven. Okay. Ah, increase the difficulty stuff. Yes, yes, yeah. I love that too. Increasing monster spawns. Yeah. Yeah, and also maybe the damage that they do as well. Yeah, that would be really, like monsters could deal like 50% less damage. And I like being able to tweak it and just get the gameplay experience that you want a little more. Like when I play Mountain Blade, I'm like, you know, sometimes I'm a little punk, and I'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm just like, I cannot lose this fight right now because I finally got my first castle, you know. And then the enemy NPCs send like 1,000 dudes after you, and no one's helping. You're like, what's going on right now, allies? And it's tough, and you put all your money into it, and they're coming for you, and you're like, this is nonsense. I'm like, I'm switching the difficulty right now. My idea was to have the player choose what kinds of colonists to take. Like refugees are easier to keep happy than, say, scientists and criminals could have negative perks. That's so interesting, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that eventually, for difficulty even. Yeah, that's so fast. Like, oh my god, like what type of ship were you, right? Like, there's like you have like a backstory, right?
Yeah.
So the backstory is like criminals, or you know what I mean? Like you were like the UN ship has all like regular people, right? Because it's like these are just the average man or something. This is the UN ship, and then over here, it's like, oh, we're the criminal ship, and we took off from Sydney, Australia, mate, and we got all these whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But would it be fun after? Maybe it would be because it's all about like how long can I last? What are the differences when I play with the convicts versus the non-convicts? You know. But it's like, refugees are easy to keep happy. Say scientists and criminals have more negative perks. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. Refugees should be the easiest, and maybe that could even be a setting. I can hear you could just have like he's like a refugee, and a refugee gets like a +5 perk to morale or something, like a +5 bonus to morale. It'd be very interesting. This guy's smelly or something. Oh, he's just sick for 2 more hours. Well, you know, everything's still going pretty okay. I'm gonna get that TV soon. There's a freaking slime, man. He's gonna keep eating all my food. You know? You know? Beds are so expensive. Why are people so expensive to keep happy in this game, man? Oh my god, I have auto build on again, dude. This is killing everything. I keep forgetting to turn it off, man. Yeah, I would not mind difficulty options because, like, if you, that's why I added a bunch even in the options menu for all the new stuff. We're like, well, what if you don't like this? What, you know, and then it's nice that like you can disable Fog of War if you don't like it, for example. Whatever. I don't know. That'd be good. It would be fun if like your core could somehow contribute to the fun in some way, you know? Hear me out here. Like, for example, you could throw a dance party. So you click on your core and say activate dance party, some lights change, the music turns on, or whatever. And all the comments in there get like a +3 or something, you know? It'd be kind of interesting.
Kind of bizarre in a way.
Now, maybe not specifically, I didn't specifically mean a literal dance party. I just meant something like a dance party would be fun. Or it could even maybe the dance party isn't so bad. I don't know, you know? The idea would be that it's like releasing like toxic, like releasing gas or something, you know, like happy gas or something, you know? Like,
I just imagine one of those like balls filled with confetti.
Yeah, power generate.
Like disco balls and like lasers and like.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. Like the core goes up or whatever, the eye, and then it comes down to a disco ball or something, you know? I play Age of Empires 2, that Fog of War is a must. I love Fog of War. That's why it's on by default. Graham installed Age of Empires 2 on the Xbox, and I'm like, I don't think you can play this. It's too hard because he's 4. He's like, there's a king in this one. Like, yeah, because you can see it on the picture, you know? Instead, he installed Hot Wheels Racer and was playing that, which is pretty awesome. He also was trying to install Ark, and I'm like, dude, it's like Minecraft, but with dinosaurs. He's like, oh, cool. Because he knows how to watch the trailers in the store. Like, he'd go down, press right. He learned that like a year ago, like just from... Because you remember being a kid before he could read, you just click all the buttons. Like, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? What does this do? What does this do?
Yeah.
Like, he can... Like, if Violet wants to watch TV, I'll be like, all right, Graham, put something on for Violet. It's her turn now. And he'll put something on for her. Although last night, he's like, I have no idea what she's saying because she was kind of sad. And I'm like, I don't know either, Graham. And then eventually, she was saying something. And eventually, she's like, Rainbow Rangers. Because like she changed her mind. She's like, I'll watch Rainbow Rangers. Because she couldn't communicate what she was trying to watch. And I felt kind of bad for her, you know? I was like, poor girl. But anyway, with settings, it's nice because it's kind of nice just to like just relax, you know.
Yeah.
And since Grammy wants to play Ark, they have a creative mode. That's what I was talking about as well. So they have a creative mode in Ark, and I was like, oh, it's perfect. Creative mode's perfect for kids.
Yeah.
Also, Graham watches so many Minecraft videos now at his grandma's house, both grandma's houses. He watches like YouTube videos of Minecraft. He'll come home. He'll be like, like yesterday he was watching this video while Violet had passed out on the couch, and he was like, "How do you turn the TV down? It's gonna be a big boom soon." He knows how, but the remote's kind of weird. It's easy to. It's a weird remote. How come remotes are so weird? Like every company has like their own like layout of what they think is reasonable. And it's frustrating. This remote seriously is very, very weird. The volume up and down button is very, very tiny. It's scrawny. You have to click it in to turn off all the sounds. It just sounded like I was describing like something phallic at first, right? Like it's tiny. Okay. You have to press really hard.
I mean, it makes no sense because the volume button is like the most used one.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's very strange. That should be the button that is...
Like, that's the first thing you do when you turn on the TV.
Right, it's like, what's the volume at right now? Why is he taking a Xeno egg here? Is it because his competence is low? No, he's just a guy who decides I never turned off Xeno. Okay.
Oh.
That'll do it. Also, I'm storing relics here. I used to store poop here, also relics. Okay, relics also. Like, okay. Didn't I research a waste recycler like forever ago? Okay. Oh, I don't have power because I never connected this thing back with wires. Dude, this thing is not going good for me. Like, okay, low oxygen. That's going low temperature. That'll be fine in a second. Okay. Different remotes probably are because of different design patents. That's a really smart idea, actually. You're probably right. You're probably correct about that. There's probably patents on it. And they're like, oh, your Samsung remote's so much like my LG remote, and we'll do battle in court. Why is there cigarettes right here? I keep thinking these always look like cigarettes, dude. I never look at them and think that's a lighter. I just look at them and think, oh, they're cigarettes.
Yeah.
But it's fine because they're used to start fire. So I think that's also why I think it's a cigarette. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, fire. Okay. Lighter. Do you know that if you smoke, it makes you cooler? Well, cigarettes, I mean. Camel cigarettes specifically. What if we got a sponsorship from like Camel cigarettes that I like smoked on stream like in my basement? I'd do it. I mean, I wouldn't smoke a real cigarette. I'd pretend, but the kids wouldn't know that if there are kids watching. And then they can get, they can start smoking cigarettes too.
Yeah. Did you hear about New Zealand? What they did? Like, you're not allowed to smoke like ever if you're below a certain age. Like if you're born a certain
Oh,
age.
I see. So there's outlawed. You're saying me they've outlawed them, but you've been grandfathered in if you're a grandfather, right? Like that's what you mean. That's what you literally mean, correct? I like that idea. Cigarettes they're so addicting.
Yeah.
And there doesn't seem to be any pros to them. Maybe they help you relax a little bit. I don't know. I try to stay away from them because my mom smokes all the time. I didn't want to, mess with that.
Yeah.
Yes. But I could smoke those fake cigarettes like they smoke on TV shows,
The what? The fake
Yeah, I assume I assume on TV sets they smoke fake cigarettes. They can't. It can't be real cigarettes they smoke on TV shows, is it?
Probably not. No.
I would think that like, what's the law about that? My poor station. Where's my research? Oh, he's just building. Okay, I'm about to get rid of the poopy at least. Larva husk. Place in a hot room to induce metamorphosis into a mysterious egg. I think I'm just going to sell the mysterious eggs. Eventually, I need to store a larva husk somewhere. In a hot room. So I might have still just on the idea of like having some early game options for improving morale. My mind's still on like the stockades and stuff like that. Like I love the idea of somehow punishing your colonists to improve morale. This guy's like, I saw a slime. He's just thinking about space rock. Look at this little addict right here. You beat up this guy once beat up a zombie. I'm pretty sure you can take on. Is he infected? Freaking zombies, freaking slimes, dude. What if the slimes just get all my guys infected chronically with stuff? Just chronically just infecting everybody because they're just like, get the hell out of here, slimes. I think slimes create germs too. I think on tick germ creator they've got. Slime monster entity. What's this? They create 0.1. Okay. Okay. So then like all the slimes in a station are just gonna be dirty bastards, right? Yeah. It might be interesting if the primary way that your colonists get sick is from being infected with other things.
What about those slimes inside like the glass?
What about them?
Thing? Like the floor, is that like germ ridden right now?
Probably. If there's been generating germs the whole time. I'm trying to click on a floor, but it won't let me. It might not tell me. I might have to plop a colonist down to get that stats. Oh, I could use the overlay, right? Germ overlay. It doesn't seem to be particularly dirty. I mean, it's a little bit. You can see this one is darker. You have to wait for stream, I know, to see it, but this one floor is clearly dirtier than the other floor because or the opposite, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, it could just be that, like, if on tick, it's just trying all the time.
Oh yeah, for the overlays, should we do a thing where we just remove like the textures when the overlays are active?
What textures are you talking about?
Like in SimCity, I think everything just becomes white when you do the overlays so that you can see clearly. Because one floor might be like slightly red
I see.
by default, like in the texture, so it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, it's like a big thing. It's not like an easy thing to do. Like, maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Let's decrease how often they get sick. Let's decrease their max chance significantly because it's rolling every second. Like, every second it's rolling. Every second. Every second. Every second. Every second. So, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. This guy passed out again. He's not like an oversleeper. He's got like sleeping and stuff. Also, I need 2 shifts now too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nourishment. Work. All right, I'm gonna have a TV soon. Very exciting. Also, I did not assign anybody to be on that shift, did I? Well, Dave's sleeping outside, so we'll do Bob and we'll do recruit, and then I can be on the second shift. Okay. I mean, like, my food's good, and everyone's sort of okay after the tragedy that befell everyone earlier. Give him that. He'll like that. And this guy is slowly going to be a bit happier once these one-shots go away. I saw an ugly error in our station. Time left 59 hours. That's because he hasn't seen it again. That's good, I guess. And I saw blood 118 hours. That's fine, too. Also added a memory if they see their friend's dead body. That never goes away. It's permanent.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like -5, I think.
Can you use...
yeah, you can use mental stabilizers and stuff like that to get rid of it. Yeah, you can get rid of it in the normal ways, yeah.
It's actually interesting because that means you'll have to use them.
Yeah, but it seems like it's like, well, that seems like a reasonable thing. It's like, well, they saw their friend dead. Like, it's sort of traumatizing for them.
Yeah. They should get like a negative memory if they're close to dying, like if their health.
Like, I almost died or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could even remove the I was hurt memory because it gets kind of annoying. Because, like, for example, there's a memory for I suffocated. There's a separate memory for I was hurt. And it's like, well, why are they both? It's nice to have it generically, though. Like, I took damage, and that made me sad. You know?
Maybe you have to take, like, more damage
Yeah.
for it to...
Yeah, maybe.
Trigger.
It is kind of weird. It's like how you complain about how they get the I saw bio-waste memory and also I saw dirty floor memory, you know? It's like, sort of weird, right? Or I saw an ugly area or something like that, whatever, you know? It's like a similar type of thing. Or like they got punched by Connor, so they got the memory I was punched out and then separately I was hurt. So like it's not -2, it's -3 because it's -2 plus -1, so it's kind of weird. Leonard, are you still here? You've been playing Harry Potter? So I feel like you might like Harry Potter. I'm pretty hyped to play Harry Potter, but I don't think I'll have a chance to play it this weekend, unfortunately, which sort of sucks. Maybe once my kids go to sleep.
You have it on Steam, right?
I haven't bought it yet. I was because I could buy it on Steam or I could buy it on Xbox. I think it's on Xbox, so I could buy it on Xbox as well.
Yeah.
And I haven't read. I'm not buying it for the Switch. If it's for the Switch, first of all, I'm a real gamer. Okay, but I think that there's I didn't read the reviews, but sometimes PC performance is better. I mean, sometimes PC performance is much worse or buggier than console. Yeah. And I don't know if that's the case here. I haven't read into it at all.
But I actually read that the PC version already has like a VR mod, which sounds insane.
That's awesome. It's probably pretty straightforward to add a VR mod though to games, where it's like it's not that usable, but it's like technically it works. I'm guessing because it just came out like Wednesday or something was the first time like the average person could play it. So there must be like maybe there's a beta or something that this person was able to get into, and he was able to tinker, or she was able to tinker with the VR before it released. It just seems to me like, okay, if you can make the VR mod like within a couple of days, it probably isn't that good. The same way like you can like play Team Fortress 2 in VR. You know, it's like, well, yeah, you can technically,
but you're still using like the regular controller. You're not using like the VR controllers.
What are the graphics like in Harry Potter Legacy? Like, are they good enough to like? Do they make sense for VR?
Probably if you can do like first person, yeah.
That's hype.
real problem with VR is usually like the UI and the controls.
What you say?
The biggest issue with like VR mods is usually the UI.
Yeah.
And getting the controls right.
Yeah. Controls are so hard in VR. Locomotion is so hard in VR.
Yeah.
Morale. Still overall pretty okay. Why is his competence so still 100% when he's at -1 morale? Who knows? Oh, I see. Was he on a pretty area in the station? Is he extra competent? Because he's in a pretty area, perhaps? That's probably what it was. He was probably in a pretty area. Because pretty areas increase competence by +25. +2 morale. That's interesting. Okay, I finally got this, though. I'm going to get some ore, too. I'm just going to skip this water stuff, man. Ore? I can't find the ore thing. Oh, it's under income. It's like right in front of it. It was like right in front of my face the whole time. Like, where was this? I need water storage, too, and stuff like that. Actually, I need to put my waste recycler here instead. This way. It'll take poop right out of here. So. And look at this guy pooping and giving me some more stuff. What's he thinking about? Oh, I saw something ugly earlier. Are you anxious or something? What'd you see that was so sad? Oh, a zombie. I was like, what the heck did he see? Was I supposed to be researching food at some point? There's a lot of stuff happened, you know?
Yeah,
a lot of stuff happened, man. You know?
So do you think it would be interesting if you'd require an object for object maintenance? Like, not an object, but a resource, like an item.
That'd be fun, yeah. Why not? Like a repair gel or something. Yeah, and you craft it at the workbench or something. Or you craft it at a crafting station that you start that it's like easy to get. Yeah, of course, that'd be interesting. But it also might be annoying.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that things never really break.
Yeah, the only break if your dudes are like drunk or something.
Yeah.
They'll break if they take damage as well, like those sorts of things. Okay. What is this active effect? The disease always the sick. Everyone gets a chance to get sick here, huh? Well, you're also a recruit, buddy, so. Let me try something. I'm gonna try the virus creator component. Disease creator component, rather. I want to make sure. What the heck is all this stuff? Calculate chance, germ count, blah 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 blah. We'll go in the code. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Get germ count over here. Blah 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 blah. Colonists with helmets should not have any germs from their floor. Right, so there. Do 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 do.
Shouldn't they still spread the germs around?
Yeah. I was just changing so that they don't get sick if they have their helmets on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there's a lot of poop out here. Probably from Dave the Incontinent Man. What I need to do is find. He still has his cake. That's nice. I'm gonna draft him. I'm gonna have him take some med kits. I'm I'm gonna have him heal up his organs so he stops pooping. Although incontinence is probably pretty decent for if you use the matter fabricator, right? If it works with the matter fabricator, because then you get extra items. Yeah. But like, I don't mind if colonists get sick when they're outside. It's just like, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Like they're wearing their helmet. You think they wouldn't get sick because they have their helmets on, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they could just bring the germs back somehow, but then it would still affect their disease roll later, you know?
Yeah.
Requires medkits. Okay.
But at least that way you can address it by having sanitizers and stuff. And cleaning.
Well, the sanitizer doesn't sanitize colonists.
Mm.
It only sanitizes floors, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it only healed up the lungs. I need more medkits, but I think I'm all out. Well, Dave, I guess that's it for you. Or I need to track my ice and my ore, don't I? So I need to track my ice. I need to track my ore. I want to make sure I've got enough of both of those. Low power, blah, 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 blah. Let's build another battery. Or maybe two. And I need a TV, right? So let's find that. So TV, 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 TV. Television. Let's get a TV in the worst spot. Let's not put it there, huh? Insufficient crystals? Oh, that's a bummer. TV, 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 TV. 2,500. Oh my gosh, no. I need to do something real quick, which is when something gets removed, it should get a full refund. It doesn't right now. When something gets removed, it hasn't been built yet, it gets a 50% refund. So I have to do that real quick.
Yeah. It's like written down as a bug.
Is it? Where? I didn't see it.
Pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere. Oh wait, I might have written it down in the wrong section.
Oh, I see. Calculate refund percentage. We'll do that. This is pretty easy. This is some old code here, by the way, fellas and ladies. Very old. That's it. Okay. If on query object state dot query current value this dot agent. What's the state? Was built. It's like object was built is what it's called. It's definitely object was built or something. It's like was built. Oh my god, I'm gonna start screaming. How about is built? Built. Didn't I say object is built? The default value is true. Why not? Why not? Equals false. Then we're gonna return 1. Else we're gonna return 50%. Okay. Return 100% if the object hasn't yet been built. Okay. 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 Yeah. I have to cheat and get myself money real quick. Does it give me 10K? I'll take care of this though. Let's build a couple TVs and I'll refund them. So pretty quick, pretty easy to do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go back to 1, 2, perhaps. 1, 2, and 1. That's pretty much back to where I was. Choop choop, choop choop, choop choop. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Orange. Yellow. Yellow's good. Germ 15. What if I go with sterilizer for once? I never go for sterilizer, you know? And what's he sad about? His organs were damaged? Oh, man. My infrastructure is a nightmare. See, Victor, you told me to go for food. It ruined everything. You know that, right? You see how this is your problem? This is your fault, I mean? Go for food, he said. It's like, no problem. Let's go for food. Like, what's the big deal? So others go for... Well, it is a big deal, Victor. Okay, everybody's all sad and stuff now, you know? They weren't sad before. This guy still has cake, man. Why do you still have cake? I slept on a bedroll, +2. And if he could sleep on something better, oof, forget about it. Also, if we just add more ways for improving morale, for example, a better toilet, that goes a long way too. You know? So if you can have everyone go from a +1, this guy's a +2 because he adds 1 to all his morals, but because he's excitable. But if you take it from being a +1 to a +2, that's a pretty big deal. Everybody gets a +1 station-wide as long as they start using the better toilets. The heated space bidet, that's what someone once said. Low oxygen. That's not good, actually. It's actually not good at all. Oh, man. What's happening here? Is it like just at that right... Is it just at that spot? The oxygen, I mean? In one of these floors? While they breathe? I wonder why. Is it this floor here? Is this floor doing something strange? This floor's at 97%. Isn't that weird? So strange. Now it's at 96%. Where's the atmosphere going? Is it going through the airlock? I'm going to replace this with a door. I'm just going to go ahead and solve this problem right now. Boom. Am I out of power again? Oh my god, everything in this station is just going to hell, Victor. This is my worst station ever. And it's not even close. All right, low power. He's probably doing something. Generating power. He's got 2 space rock. The good news about this guy hoarding all the space rock is that nobody else is going to smoke it. Or eat it or whatever you do with space rock. Except for that one right there. But don't worry about that one too much. I could use some shelves too, huh? Oh, man. Give me some shelves up in here. Okay. Okay. I almost wish there was a button that was the opposite of lockdown, you know? That was like, only do stuff outside the base. Like, get to work, guys, you know? Like, take care of business. Let me warp somewhere else. All right, I got a TV, dude. This is all I wanted, which is this TV. I hope I can context use it. Oh, yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on. Improve morale with a historical documentary. This is really funny to me. Like, let me get in the right spot. Oh, yeah. Shh. TV's on. The movie's on. Yeah, prepare for departure. Exactly. Yeah. Where, like, it's like, hey, guys, like, something like prioritize outside stuff, you know, is the intent. Where it's like, guys, I just want to get out of the system. You know, we got a bunch of stuff on base. We can fix those problems later. Let's just haul all the resources inside real quick so we can go somewhere else, you know? If they only knew how much time was spent on this animation. It's so cool, though. Because I remember when you made it. It was a long time ago. Like, so long ago. Maybe even before our E3 trailer. Yeah. It was a long time ago. Oh, there's Cat. Plus, there'll be more TVs in the station. That's fun, you know? I always just ignore free time, though, because you can. Because it doesn't really matter early game. Or it didn't used to matter, so it's not so bad that now it matters. There was a +2. Then everyone's gonna... He's just concerned... Well, he saw a dead body or something? What was that? Or maybe that was I saw a monster. I was sick, 3 hours left. See, everyone's actually about to be pretty happy. So... should everybody have free time? There's only one TV, though. So how's that going to work? There's one TV and there's 2 people who need to use it at any point in time. So I don't know. I kind of wish you could just spawn recipe caches from the cheat way, you know, because then you get so many. Okay. This guy still got cake. I pooed my pants. It makes me laugh every time. It's just so, it's like a funny thing. Like, why you said I pooped my pants? Poor Violet, we're trying to potty train her. And she's pretty good about it, but she gets nervous about having accidents. She'll be like, I just can't keep my underwear dry. I'm like, yeah, you sound like your mother. Like, but seriously, though. And I feel bad for her. I'm like, that's okay, sissy. I'm like, everybody makes it. It's no problem. I'm like, you're only 3, man. It's okay. Or you're only 2. Like, it's okay. You don't have to. Just get better. And then sometimes you make accidents, and then, you make fewer accidents, and then it's fun. She's like, I don't want to wear a diaper to bed tonight, she said. I'm like, oh, you still got to wear a diaper to bed, sissy. But if you can keep your diaper dry the whole night, no more diapers at bedtime. And then later she ate cheese, so I don't know. I don't know. That's all about, so. I'm just going to go triple time. Eventually these dudes will finish up what they're doing. Anyway, with low morale, Victor, the real problem with low morale is, in terms of not fixing it and the amount of time it takes to fix it, is the upset perk. Because as long as the upset perk doesn't give them the permanent negative perk, such as Pyromaniac, low morale doesn't really matter. There's not a big difference between being -5 versus -50. Except that your competence will be lower, I guess, and stuff like that, But once your competence is 0%, it's like, whatever. Yeah. And their aggression also caps, I think, to plus 50 from morale. I think, but I could be wrong about that. Look at this guy. Look at him on free time shift. I've not seen that icon in forever. I've never given my guys a free time shift the entire time we play tested. The entire time. I've never done it once. Okay. I don't have any money for a freaking ore refinery, by the way. Again, I blame Victor because my economy is bad, and it's not really his fault. I'm just blaming him because it's funny, but like... Okay. Okay, we still got so much ore, fellas. What are you doing with the ore, man? Can I sell this antiviral? I think I'm going to sell it. Does it get rid of viruses? How long are you sick for, buddy? Because I feel like if I can just keep everybody healthy... 43 more hours. Is it worth $1,000? Chat, what do you think? Do you think recruit's worth it? I don't. But, no more researching, no more building for you, recruit. You will generate power and you will mine. And apparently later you will program. This guy with an orange face. Oh, because that monster was so scary. What are you, yellow or something? I saw blood. I was hurt. I was on a dirty floor in our station. Time left 23 hours. Well, what's dirty? This probably? Oh, like all of these floors in here? Okay. Hey, recruit who wanted to research. We got a new job for you. You're going to clean the floor, punk. I'm going to have a primo floor cleaner from now on, Victor. And you know what? I'm going to make him carry bio-waste too. I'm getting rid of my bio-waste stuff. And recruit's doing it. And we can color him something else. Like what? Still gray, though. I was hoping to do black. Is there a brown? There should be a brown, because that's bio-waste color, Make him tan or something. He's the janitor. It's nice to see diseases impacting the stories, though. That's always good. God, all those relics and those. Do you think these flies are terrible for performance by any chance, these particle effects, or is it like no problem? This is just a guess. You can just guess. You can just guess. Above the poop. Oh. It's like flies or stink bubbles or whatever it's supposed to be,
Probably the animator.
I'm not saying they are bad for... No, I didn't say they are. I said, do you think they are?
Yeah, I think the animator is probably...
Interesting. I only asked because I'm just looking. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a lot, right? It's like just looking at it, I'm like, oh, man, that's... Yeah. They're all in one place like that. But again, maybe it's not. It's just sometimes there's a lot of poop, see? Look at all that poop. Yeah. Everywhere I look, they're just poopy. Why is there blood in here, man? One of these guys is bleeding, so apparently bleeding does work. I like how this slime has immunity power level 3. That's so funny. There's bleeding in here. What if they die eventually in here? Okay. So Dr. Disrespect was in a pro Fortnite tournament, and his team literally placed dead last. They died. They were the first team to die in their last game. Like, all right, last game, we're gonna make, we're gonna. It's not over, and they were literally the first team to die. And they're like, people are still parachuting in. Okay, now I gotta ask, how are there flies in space? Well, there's poop in space. Space poop, space flies. Time flies when you're having fun. I mean, there's slimes out in space. Yeah, of course there wouldn't be flies. And also, like, where do they even come from? Well, they came from the poop because colonists are infected with maggots from old Earth. Duh. Back when the Starmancer thing launched, everybody was just pooping out maggots. That's just the way it is. In the future. That's if you choose the UN ship, of course. The scientist ship, nobody poops on that one. I actually love the idea so much of having, like different classes of colonists. Like, I like in Dwarf Fortress how you have noble dwarves. I think those are fun. Well, the idea of them is fun. I don't know if they're actually fun. See, now I've got a cleaner. See,
starting kits.
What's that?
Different starting kits could be.
Yeah, what's a starting kit as you define it?
It's like you have a few cosmetics.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that so much. You could have different starting stations as well. That could be kind of fun.
Yeah.
For example, a science station might start with like a medical desk or something. I don't know what to start with necessarily, but that could be really fun.
Yeah.
And pretty easy to do that too. Do. Transporting biowaste. If he's is the recruit transporting biowaste though? I don't really need the poop from out of base. You know what I mean? If they're only transporting biowaste, that's actually usually a pretty good sign, because transporting biowaste is one of the lowest priority tasks. So that means that everything's pretty good. I would actually love to buy this oven, but I can't afford it because I'm broke. So never mind. I wish I could save those slimes so bad. Okay. We have to go to the frozen waste anyway because we're poor. More expensive star systems have more valuable resources and more challenging enemies. There's like a tiny bit of snack wrap left, but it's so cold now, it's been 2.5 hours. By the way, I didn't just have a snack wrap. I also heated up a piece of pizza from last night too that I made. It's been sitting there. It's going to be cold as heck. Also, Violet's so cute, ate a whole piece of pizza. Violet will eat a McDouble from McDonald's, well, like a cheeseburger, and just the whole thing. It's savage. It's awesome. Picture her little girl hands, like she's 2, almost 3. And just, she eats the whole thing. Oh god, that's crazy. Oh man. By the way, I love it when things are adjacent to your base and can just wander inside without you consenting to it. I think it's fun. Like, all of a sudden, there was just a zombie attacking my researcher. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, gosh. Okay. Where's my Dave? This guy, Bob, does not have the correct color hair anymore. Or face, rather, because he has skin repigmentation. What got him sick? Is it dirty right here? Yeah. Why decrease the max chance for germs for diseases significantly? Do you think they're just getting sick all the time now? Is that what's happening? I decrease the chance that they'll get sick by 10%. So, or by 100, by 10 times. So, that's probably pretty good.
Yeah. You said there was like a bug with germs and how they infected colonies.
I didn't say it was a bug. I just said right now they can get sick if there's if they have a helmet on and they go somewhere else. But I was thinking like,
no. I meant that you fixed something recently with germs, right?
Oh, yes, correct, yes. Before, colonists could not retrieve their germ count. They were not retrieving the germ count from their floor they're on. It was always just saying 0. So anything that would try to create a disease just would never work because it just was at 0% the whole time. So your colonists would just never get sick ever. Yeah, that's correct. And then you fix these bugs, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, now they're getting sick again. Like, uh-oh. Like, let's rebalance how often they're getting sick and that sort of thing. So that's why I've been tweaking it. Significantly. Yeah. Because the chance can be quite low for them getting sick, because they're doing it so much. Like if it rolls a lot and they live a lot, and all it takes is one success for them to get sick, so it can really be really low, and probably even lower than it is right now. All right, Victor's happy I have crops. That's all he ever wanted in his whole life, was to have food. Okay, well there you go, Victor. After 2.5 hours, I have managed to do the one thing you wanted me to do. I haven't done it yet, but soon I will do the one thing you wanted me to do. All right, let me go back to hygiene. Hygiene. Max transfer from floor. Don't really care about that, but I do care about this disease creator. Starting chance is negative, whatever the heck it is. We'll even decrease that a little bit. I don't know. Disease cooldown 2 days. What does that mean? That means it's 2 days before you after you get cured or something. What does that even mean? Let's look it up. Disease cooldown. Okay. But I mean, like, the disease lasts more than 2 days sometimes. So, like, what's that about, you know? We'll just double it. So they get sick a little less often. Dirty floor memory threshold 10. Could increase it to 15. Let's do that. And then max chance 0.1. 0.01. Make it really small. Chance increase per germ count. That's smaller. Let's say if the germs are 30. 0.005. That's a 0.15. Okay. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the slime entity. And the purple slime entity. And the slinker entity. Could just be worm entity, actually. This is fun. I'm just going to paste it. Just going to paste this. Paste component values and delete. Then I'm going to copy component values. And then I have to find the other slime. Slime monster purple. Although I can increase this max chance significantly for slime. Slimes can get your dude sick. I'm okay with that, I think, right? Like if you see a disease slime, like, ooh, better be careful. Slime monster? Nope. Slime monster toxic big entity. Hygiene. This is not the right thing. Okay, this is the right thing. Paste. And the worm. Oh, the good old worm. Worm? Hygiene? Disease? Paste? Okay. This poor guy with his blue skin, man. Hey, I still have that thing, though. I could cure him. I think I will cure. Oh, he's only got 28 hours left on it, though. Oh, you infected him, you son of a gun. Oh. Stability's pretty high, though. That means it's not really gonna do anything too bad. What's the disease memory? I was sick. Should be one of these. I know you can't read it that well. -2. He's not. Doesn't have anything. Okay, cool. That's cool. Okay. I'm more happy with these values. You know. Oh my god, there's a purple slime on this base, Victor. Do you think I can kill it? Of course I can. This guy's still incontinent, and there's poop all over his bed. He pooped in his bed, Victor. There's poo everywhere, man. Oh my god, this is just the poop game, dude. Oh god, we've made the poop game, dude.
He's still incontinent.
Yeah, because I didn't have enough med kits to heal him. It healed his lungs, I guess. Like, who cares about lungs when you're pooping, you know? Yeah. Diseases aren't that serious, though. They don't look really that. They don't really adversely affect your dudes that much. Also, of course, everyone's sick because they keep pooping, man. They're pooping where they sleep. They're probably getting sick when they're sleeping. Because they're sitting in poop, right? It doesn't look too germy yet, though. I like this says germs are destroyed by high heat, and it says just like colonists. So I could superheat a station and get rid of all my issues, huh? I kind of want this guy to infect my whole station though with the disease and make them all blue skinned for fun. What's his power? 2? Who? 2? So recruit could get infected with something soon. Also, by the way, the janitor skill increases disease immunity. That's pretty fun, right? So as they clean up, they'll actually get sick less frequently. Is it under hygiene again? Or is it under... Oh, it's under a sleeve. I'm looking for skills, though, which should be here. Interesting. I'm looking for, then, instead... That's what I'll do. Skill type dot cleaner. Disease... Oh, it's a global constant. Wow. Disease immunity per cleaning skill. Can I see what it is? It doesn't tell me what it is. I'm just going to write integer. Look at disease immunity per cleaning skill. Maybe it could be higher. I have no reason to believe this. Just want to double check the value. Okay. Okay. On one hand, more poop and more biomass. On the other hand, there's poop everywhere. That's the thing. But think of all that biomass I'm going to be able to make. Just think of the biomass. This guy's a space rock user. He's carrying ore. If I make an oven, he's going to try to use it to make stuff. Okay, I've been so distracted because once I saw that guy with like blue skin, I'm like, what's happening right now? Also, on this his particular head, there is a corner that is not palette swapped. I don't know if you can see it or not, Victor. I'm going to zoom in on it on stream, so you have to see it. Wait, no, it's not. It's just their arm. It's just their... Never mind. Never mind. I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. It was only their uniform. It just, when you zoom out, it looks like it's their torso. It just looks like their head wasn't palette swapped, which is an easy thing to happen, right? Because it's like the colors are wrong. Easy. But nope. Nope, everything's fine. Everything's good. Okay. And you get a water tank to store water. Okay. Yep, fight the slime. Are you really that upset about seeing a slime? I also really think it's awesome that colonists will pass out now during combat sometimes, and then the monsters will leave them alone. And I think that provides so many more opportunities to rescue your colonists.
Yeah.
Because previously, if they knocked out, they would just die. Or they would just die to the monsters, which also isn't very fun. Okay. I want my rotation to be the same. It's a tough world out there, you know? Let's roll the Starmancer. Water storage. Okay, finally. I can now build one water tank. I have, like, no money to my name either. Okay. And then I could move this somewhere else, but I don't really need to yet, although it's going to be hot, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. 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 Anytime I this will get out to the players, beta branch, or whatever form. So actually, you can play right now on the earlier access build on Steam. And you can play this exact same build. So if you have it on Steam, you can right-click it, go to betas and properties. We're planning on pushing this in a couple weeks, though. Live. I believe we're still sorting out the timeline with our publisher. I'm sure Victor would love to comment more on that, as would I. But we cannot. Which is not, of course, a professional thing for me to say, so I'm sorry, Victor, that I said that. But, you know. Yeah, very, very soon, very, very soon, very, very soon. And actually, I'm not upset about it or anything like that. I was just, it just gets weird when people ask about, when I'm like, what do I say about the publisher? I never know. But yeah, we're just figuring out the, some dates. And oh, I didn't make this thing. But you see, like in this build, the build you're going to play, your colonists are going to get sick a lot. But they'll get sick less often next week, so. Because they're going to want to the reason I say that is because the publisher wants to market it because that's, duh. And so they got to do that stuff, whatever that is. I don't know. I just developed the game, you know. All that other stuff, like all like the other side of that, the industry. I'm like, I don't care. I don't know. I just want it to be fun, you know. But that's the thing. And the reason I said that all of it is just because sometimes we don't have the total control over it. So we're just gonna keep balancing it and tweaking 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 it. This purple slime has got me a little bit scared. I'm gonna try to level up on these slimes first, these lower level slimes. Also, if he gets in my base, he's going right for my base, Victor. Okay, no, he's not. He's just looking at it menacingly. Like, look at him. What is that over there? I've never seen this before. I've been on this station for many, many moons. And I've never seen something quite like that. I wish there was a first-person mode so badly sometimes. I don't know how we would do it without having to redo every single thing in the game, but boy, oh boy, would it be fun, right? I need to press F as in focus. Then it lets me focus on this thing, and you can be like, whoa, what's that doing over there? What's all that biomass? Who are these people? How big are shelves, dude? Shelves are gigantic, aren't they? Oh my god. Are shelves like the same height as walls? Those are some big shelves, man. Those are like shelves for like Spartans from Halo or something. I have been meaning to play around with these anyway. There were some cool symptoms in the data. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting symptoms. We can actually look at all of them. If you type out cheater in the build menu and like press unlock everything, you'll see the last thing is like all the symptoms that you've unlocked. And there's a lot of symptoms, by the way. The zombie disease, skill rates, things that increase the amount of skills. I don't even know if they've been balanced at all. You know, this one looks like a 5% increase to skills. What's power extreme? What does this do? Oh, okay, that's virus strength. You can make colonists poop out ice if you want. I guess that's a thing. Organ damage, nearby object breaker. That's kind of fun. Bad luck. Object near the colonists tend to break. That's kind of fun, actually. Ginger. That's is that like offensive? Is that seriously, Victor? Is that offensive? As a ginger, is that offensive?
Very, very.
It's like it's just. I forgot that we added one that makes him drunk. Competence changes. Cannibal. Bald. Albino. Sort of some fun ones. Sort of some fun perks in there. Ginger's funny. Collis becomes Ginger. That's so stupid. Okay, there's a purple slime that I'm still kind of nervous about. So I'm gonna try to look for food in this station if I can find any. I can use that to heal myself before I have to do combat with this thing, with this giant monster. This base is guaranteed to have either a control chip or an expansion permit. It's got the ooh, I got the matter fabricator. What could I use the matter fabricator for? Medkits, maybe? Maybe medkits. Nearby object breaker, colloquially known as the boomer disease. Yeah. I think we were thinking of it as, like, what if the colonists could get, like, at the time, I mean, we were like, what if the colonists could get, like, electrified or, you know, something like that, so they're kind of, like, breaking it. The boomer. The thing about boomers is they just don't even try. And I mean that as in the stereotypical boomer, not your dad. I'm sure your dad's a great guy. Screw that guy, though. But, like, it's like if something breaks, like, it just can't be fixed, I guess. Like, I guess it's just the way it is, you know? Although, I guess I'm the opposite with, like, my car stuff. Like, if something in my car gets weird, I'm like, I guess that's just my life now. You know, I don't really think about it. Okay. All right, I've got some tomatoes. I have 2 tomatoes. And I got trash posters, which hopefully are beautiful. Are trash posters beautiful? Oh, you could get graffiti artists too, by the way, Victor. That would be fun. Okay, we're going to put some new posters in here because there's just so many the same. This one, there's literally still poop in that bed. So, whatever. Okay, well, let's put some trash up here too. Okay. Let me make sure this thing's beautiful. As beautiful as it can be. By spending all of my money on posters. Ooh, mental stabilizers right here. Does anybody need them? Not really. Not really. I'm surprised nobody's upset perk escalated, by the way, because I fixed it so fast, you know? It only takes 2 days, doesn't it? I might have increased the duration, though. To higher. No, it's just 2 days. They just never got there. Some artists have this techno-bane aura that just makes electronics around them randomly fail. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see? That's sort of what I was thinking at. And just as a disease. Go. Ooh, tomato seeds. I can also eat these. These are carrot seeds, not tomato seeds. This is galarium healing. Oh my god, someone might have ran past. Whoa! Did someone kill the purple slime in combat when I wasn't paying attention? Was it Recruit? Was it this guy? Somebody fought this creature. It's dead. But who? I saw the undead. I saw a slime creature. It's not that guy, is it? Let me go through all these people real quick. That's undead. Who the heck's... Oh, maybe it's because the memory is lower or the same value. It didn't refresh or something. Was it this guy? I think this guy, while I was worried about it, I think Recruit literally killed the purple slime by himself, dude. Well, I guess Dave's not necessary anymore. Cancel your draft, buddy. You know what we're going to do, too? We're just going to pick up a bunch of stuff while we're here, actually. Okay. I'm going to haul it. I'm just going to place it all over here, dude. Just place the galarium, and once you place your carrot seeds, and once you place your tomato, and then cancel your draft. Interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I've got a lot of biomass I could sell. And I have a lot of ore. Should I just sell my biomass? I could use storage bin. Biomass doesn't sell for much, though. Here's my very strange... Is there one of these lights? I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to light this up a little bit for my dude. Okay. There's some special oil I can also sell, which I'm definitely going to sell. That sells for like 800 maybe? 600. I have a lot of galarium I can sell too. Sells for 100 each. What do you think I'm going to get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 20, maybe 2,000 from all this galarium. That's for the lucky lighter. Got some ice sculptures too. The real question is, what the heck are my guys doing right now? He says all assigned tasks are finished, but that can't be true. Can it? Can it? Where's everybody at? Where are you at? You're transporting poop. Where are you at? You're gathering a resource. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, well, I guess they're all actually working. It just seems like they're not doing anything, you know? Are you still here, Victor? You haven't said anything in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to fix this thing.
I'm watching my power count slowly drain and wondering if I need to build another battery. Remember, when I built the television, I had so much money, man. Now I'm broke again. Bot poster. Aw, the build bot. I miss the build bot sometimes. He was nice. I probably have like 2,000 crystals worth of posters on my station too, though. I keep draining all my money with those. Crystals will help me out a lot. I think this light is still here. Just to mark what my base used to be. Is he starving? What was that? What was that? I don't know. But they have no food memories. How does the recruit have no food? Has he just been eating space rock this whole time? Does space rock restore your hunger? It must, right? Because this guy has no food memories, which means he hasn't eaten at least 48 hours. I think he's just been eating space rock, man. This whole time. Just nothing but space rock. Keeping him alive. Keeping him going. Well, it's alright. He's the recruit. His liver hasn't taken any damage yet, so... sort of okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that guy flying. Holy crap, he's... oh my gosh. That was Dave. I had him take 2 energy drinks, though. He's flying, dude. His speed's 11. That's so high. Oh, man. He's just watching TV, though, just tweaking out his mind. Yeah, he just keeps on rocking. He hasn't eaten anything except for space rock. Where's he even getting the space rock from? I guess he just finds it. Like, anytime it drops, he probably just goes and collects it. If I increase his strength, he'd have even more. There's a slime. Where's Dave? Come here, Dave. I can't believe that one guy killed a purple slime by himself. I'm sad I missed it. I wish it would say who it started fighting. Like, it says Dave started fighting. It should say, like, Dave started fighting, Dave started fighting Tony, or Dave started fighting, slime or something, you know? Okay, a lot of poop in there. You're technically on free time. You have slime belly again. What the heck is the spawn what is the chance of getting infected with slime belly? It's not that high. Why do my guys keep getting infected with it? Do you know? It's weird, right? Weapon target, perk adder. It's only 20%, but it's pretty quick. If you're fighting a slime, it'll probably happen. Okay, we got some free time. We got some of this. Do they even need free time? Won't they just use the TV eventually?
Yeah, I think so.
Like if they don't have any job tasks to do. But the thing is, if they always have tasks to do, then they will never use the TV, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it goes? And it's a +2, which is pretty good right now, actually. I was sick. I was hurt. I was on dirty floor. I saw BioWaste. I remember seeing BioWaste for 5 days. 5 days. They're like, I saw poop, dude. By the way, the thing about morale penalties, accumulating more of them and whatnot and taking longer, is that it gives you actually more time to solve the problem, not less time. Did you have planned to put gym that can raise strength without fighting or similar thing? There is one, actually. It's the punching bag, and it's found in the Lucky Colonel casino ship. Yeah. I know, they do free time stuff after eating or sleeping, if they don't have any assigned tasks, yeah. But I was worried that what might happen is if free time shift is only 1 hour, maybe like they'll walk over here and they'll poop and eat, and by that time it's over, and then they might not walk back to it. But right, if they don't have any tasks to do, they absolutely will. And then they'll do it on the nourishment shift. And yeah, by the way, there's a punching bag, target dummy. You can find it in the 3rd system, in the Atlantic sector, and it increases strength, and also it decreases aggression. So, yeah. And right, they'll also do, if they're not tired during their sleep shift. So I feel like I can just remove this and just make this work, right? And they'll still get around to it. Like, I don't really need to just tell them to do free time stuff. I want them to get to work, you know? Also, socializing could provide a bigger morale boost than it does. Currently, it provides no morale boost. There's no morale impact from liking people or not liking people. I drank juice. What juice did he drink? What did Dave drink that was... oh, he drank the energy drinks. Oh, energy drinks. Those are a +3. Those are pretty nice. What if there was, like, something in the waste stations that could increase morale, Victor, but was somehow it was gross in some way? Like, it would have a con to it. Oh, yeah, the punching bag. Originally, it was just the aggression, but then once we added the strength skill, it also increases strength now, too. I don't know if it says that, though, in the anywhere. Does it say that? I don't know if I updated the description of it. It's a target dummy internally. Does it say in the UI? It should say something like... decreases aggression and train strength. Okay, so it does now. Now it says that. Yep. But that's like that's new. Ish. Yep, it has an additional effect. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The only problem is, because right now there's no gear, strength is the only combat-related skill, and that's why the punching bag is in the final station, because otherwise, if it was in the first station, you could just raise your strength to like so high, and then just one-shot everything. Well, you can't one-shot anything anymore. Well, both things. You can one-shot worms, because worms are so, weak. Ice, baby. I want to be able to afford the ore refinery. I almost can, actually. In fact, if I sell the antiviral, that's 1,000 right there. Oh, yeah, dude, let's get rid of that. Yeah, you can one punch. Man them. What is this? Should I sell the lucky lighter? I don't really need it. Starts fire at target floor. It's just kind of for fun, so I'm just going to sell that too. That's going to give me 2,000 more. I'll have enough for the ore refinery then. Okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together with my colonist just chronically being sick. Do I need someone who has a higher resource transportation? Maybe. Just watching. See this guy. See, like you said, this guy's just watching a TV show, right? Because he's on his work time, but he has no... How does he have no tasks assigned to him? Recruit. That can be possible. Recruit. It's not, in fact. I think that you probably will do something in a second, though. Yeah. Okay, my floor should be clean. Everybody's happy. Victor, we've righted the ship. Oh, he's a space rock guy. So when colonist competence is low, sometimes they'll take items to random places, but this time they did not, so we're good there. We can get an ore refinery. I don't know, over here or something, like in the corner, just tucked away. And then we're good. It would be nice if a sentry gun is manual, so it didn't require power. Maybe it should just be manual, because it already requires bullets, you know? And bullets are kind of hard enough to get as it is, right? We'd like to add more automated defenses when we add gear as well. Like a Tesla coil would be really fun. So it just zaps them, you know. Zip. It could be fun if the colonists could like mount the turret the same way they mount a bed or a toilet, and just like operate. That'd be sick too.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Yeah, it could also be fun if you could just maybe context order the turret. You could do that. You click it, and like it's the same way you like click the turret and then be like attack. You know, that could be maybe something you could do.
Yeah. I think mounted turret would be interesting because the size it's so big.
I'm not gonna give my recruit. I want it manual so that colonists can get combat experience. Yeah. It'd be fun to have like a weapons skill, right? That'd be fun. Okay, I'm gonna do top recruit because he's not a space rock addict, so that's kind of where I'm going there. So this is my Elon, and Elon's like pink or something. I think is supposed to be. Okay. Okay, metal. God, you fucking slimes everywhere in my base. Get the heck out of here, you slimes. My God, he's so drunk. He keeps missing all of his shots. He's missing everything because his competence is 60% because he's high on space rock, dude. Oh my God, he's gonna die. Does space rock heal you, or does it do poison damage? It does 1 poison damage. Is he just gonna keep getting hurt until he dies because of the space rock? What about an entertainer job who can keep morale up? Are you talking about a clown right now? Because that'd be awesome. He's doing object maintenance. Oh, his competence is good again. Okay. Because a clown would be very fun. Very, very fun. It could be a context option too. You click them and say like cheer up or something. But maybe has to be a friend or something. That could be interesting. Like if their relationship is positive. Like this guy loves recruit and Elon. Who is he forming memories with? Is it worms? I swear to God. Who knows? Unless you meant like erotic entertainer, like a stripper or something. I know you didn't. You meant like, I know what you meant. Like a clown, though, would be fun. A space clown. But what would they do? How would it work? Or like a clown robot, like an entertainment bot that you could place early, like a cat bot perhaps, could wander the station. And anybody who sees her could get like a +1 or 2 maybe. That could maybe be fun. It was something we talked about a while ago, a cat bot. Pet worms. Pets of any type would be fun. And they could increase morale. That'd be really, really fun too. And there could be more stuff outside that could increase morale. Like you could find, there could be, like Victor, there could be a lot of stuff. You here, by the way, Victor? Listening, I mean?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There could be stuff on asteroids that increase morale. Just random things that fall. For example, just imagine like a spaceship has crashed and it just spawns. So it spawns. It didn't, the player doesn't see it crash. It just regenerated and it's already been crashed. Right? And it could have something on there that like increases morale. One shot, maybe one colonist can use it. That could, there's all sorts of solutions.
Yeah.
There's more stuff outside.
It's interesting if the player can't produce it, he can only like.
Right. I love that idea. There's a I love the separation between scavenging and having it on your base and being self-sufficient and being able to make it on your own.
Yeah.
I, for one, would love to have some crops right now so I could be self-sufficient with my food. You're not on free time, are you? Oh, you are technically on free time. Are electric jellyfish still a thing when first time play too? Because annoying, but after play much time, it become a necessity. Electric jellies are still a thing. They're far less annoying now, though. Now electric jellies have to, I think, they take like 1,000 power to make one electro jelly, but they don't have to do it all at one time. And then they drop electro jelly, by the way. They drop like a food that gives you a +2 morale memory if you eat it. So it's kind of worth it. And they're not nearly as annoying as they used to be. Because before I was like, just get the hell out of here. Like, just start bashing them, Yeah. But still quite nice just for that +2. It's like a global +2 for everybody in your station. In fact, I'm a little surprised I haven't found one yet. What is that? Puke? He puked on that crystal? On like that ice? I dropped the spawn chance of electro jellies though, because you're basically getting one in like every system, every time. I'm talking about for the wilderness. In the old version, I did, it's just it's a different beast. All right, Dave. Do. Come on, fellas. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna do this. Just imagine some lunatic getting a pet color, right? That's so fun, right? I don't know what it means to be a pet yet. I think it'd be fun. I don't know how, if this would be fun, like how to make it fun necessarily, but I think it'd be really interesting if colonists could sort of adopt anything as a pet somehow. Like you said, a color. Like it'd be fun if somehow they could be like, oh yeah, he's a lunatic, but he loves his color. The color doesn't attack him. He doesn't attack the color. And also, he will get very sad if the color dies. And perhaps huge penalty to personality of somebody else if they attack their color. And then with a huge personality decrease, that severely increases the aggression they have towards them and increases the chance they'll fight. So what will happen if a colonist attacks your pet cuddler is the other colonist will bash him with a rock or with his fists. That's what the system tries to encourage, at least. I have so much biomass. Okay, can I build another bed soon? Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I'm going to build a nicer bed. They still haven't moved their poopy. Can they not reach this poop right here? Is it, like, inaccessible? No space for items. Okay, well. Elon has 3 ore because he's a freaking space rock addict. My God. Your engineer. I also love the idea, by the way, of gear, Victor, as I'd like to get back to things like shivs that colonists can craft. Or just spawn with and morale gets low and just use as weapons on other colonists. I love that too. Space rock addicts always have spoons with them. Isn't that a thing? One of the drugs in real life? They have spoons you use them with.
Yeah.
You always see it, like, I don't do drugs. I don't know. Just weed. Like, I don't know about the other stuff. Transporting ice. Just transporting. See, there's that bug where he walks right through that door, man. I have it written down. It just happens eventually. I think probably with the doors, something happens that like breaks them, and then they're just broken. That door just stays broken forever. But maybe not, because we'll see how he goes. So he walks right through that door. Do. Oh, I want to buy this oven actually for 2,500. By the way, if you connect this with power, I think someone will use it to craft space rock, which is kind of fun. Because your dudes can just like use the facilities on another base, no problem. See, you can connect it with power. Whole thing's powered now. And your guys can actually cook here if you want to. You don't even have to make it if you don't want to. Do I have anything that I could... I could do one cooked tomato. I'm going to have Dave do it. Dave seems like the type of person who needs to de-stress a little bit. So Dave, you're going to be my chef as well. And I'm going to have you cook with a very high priority. Bone shivs out of dead colonists. Oh, that's Miller. So my brother said that. I was like, there should be, first of all, that would be awesome. Because they already have dead bodies, and you'd harvest it. You'd cook on the dead body, right? You'd be like... Also, harvesting organs would be fun, too. You should be able to harvest organs and somehow repair other organ damage from that. It's actually something we talked about when we were designing the organs. We just didn't know if it'd be too dark. Because it's kind of dark. And also, nobody wants to kill their colonist to save another colonist. Especially when you can just bludgeon them and regrow them. Or sell them. Yeah, you could just... Yeah, that's true. That's actually a great point. You could just sell them. It could just be something you sell. It's not something you have to do to heal organs. It's just for fun. I'd love colonist meat, too. That would be so fun. I'd love basically a butcher station would be sick. You have a butcher's knife, you know? He needs a butcher's knife. You can butcher. In fact, part of the reason that we added relics, just in addition to being fun, but what we did with them is if a colonist has like the Lucky Lighter equipped, then he'll get an additional context option only when he clicks on a floor that adds like light fire. And so we can do the same thing with like a butcher's knife. If you have a butcher's knife and you click on like a dead body, it'll say like extract meat or something, which is nice. Harvesting organs would get you banned in China. Is that true? Because if that's true, it's like, it's a big audience, you know? It's a pretty big audience. You don't want to lose that Chinese audience. And probably they're right. There probably shouldn't be toys. Video games are toys. There probably shouldn't be toys in which you can harvest organs. They're like, it's not good for the children. But, you know, I mean, I'm not being pro-China. I'm just saying they probably shouldn't. You need a Chinese publisher to sell there anyway. Yeah, they're pretty locked up. Yeah, I think Chucklefish. This is purely conjecture. This is not anything that I know as a fact. But Chucklefish has that game Eastward, and they had to have that published. Well, no, this I know as a fact is they were looking for a Western publisher, which is why they have Chucklefish. And I'm curious if Chucklefish is hoping that they can sort of bridge the gap to China with Eastward. I don't know. This is literally just a guess. I don't know if they're hoping to help that relationship. Like I said, I don't know, you know. But Chucklefish already has a Chinese developer. I don't know where they live. I don't know any details about them. I met them once, but I don't know, you know. That'd be a huge market to get into.
I mean, I know that you can't have like skeletons either.
Interesting. Is that because they think it's too gory?
No, it's like unholy or something. It's like.
Well, when they say okay. I'm just trying to understand. So, what else is unholy then? Do you know? I'm just asking. Like, maybe you don't know. Because I would think like, well, yeah, it's probably not great to have dead bodies in video games that kids play. You know?
Yeah, but it's not really that. It's like dead bodies. It's like you should respect, you know.
I see. It's like, so maybe not religious necessarily, but like a sort of religious idea of like, it's too far. But even still, isn't it some a moral issue somehow? It's like, it's too much. It's like, don't do that to bodies. Don't eat them. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with them. It's like, oh, yikes. But it's fun, you know? It's like, you know? Like in Grand Theft Auto, man, you shouldn't run people over, but it's kind of awesome, you know? Just sometimes. I think if you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you're only running over people, you have a problem. But like if you sometimes run over people, like, well, that's okay. Like that's
Didn't the FBI said they had like they were looking at statistics on games like to find
I don't know,
serial killers or stuff like that.
I just can't imagine like there's Because like, what percentage of people who play violent video games are end up committing crimes? Like, it's probably so low that it's like, well, yeah, we have 1 million people as potential like suspects. Like, oh shit, like everybody.
Maybe if anyone phones in,
Yeah.
call, like they're worried about this person, and then they check the statistics.
Right.
Like, oh yeah,
right.
He's been playing like Skyrim on Steam.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me. Is that, like, you do it the other way. Is like, hey, this guy, he seems a little crazy. What's he been playing? Oh, well, he's been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto. He's been playing whatever other murder games are. I don't know. A lot of Starmancer, eating a lot of corpses. A lot of cannibalism. Man, imagine if like our game one day could be like in the FBI's top 10 most likely to be a serial killer game. I'd market that. I'd be like, oh, that's something I would brag about. I put that on the website. It'll corrupt your brain, and then it says like -FBI. Save the children. I'd still rather have people have some video games or throw the meat and do it. IRL. Yeah, IRL. Yeah, and it's like, when I kill people in Grand Theft Auto, I'm not thinking like I want to murder people. I'm just thinking like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's just sort of like, it's fun.
Yeah. But apparently what FBI is doing, it's not just, people playing the game
Yeah.
and killing people. It's like very specific.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not stupid. But then again, sometimes it's like, if you have people who don't play games as a hobby, they don't really understand what a game is. Like, if you're playing Monopoly, part of the fantasy is that you are like a landlord or something like that, a cutthroat capitalist, and you screw over your buddies. It's just part of the fantasy, but it doesn't have anything to do with how you feel in real life. And similarly, if I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, right, and someone comes up to me and says, "Screw you, CJ," I'm gonna be like, "Screw, are you serious right now? I got brass knuckles, fool. I've been in the gym for an hour, dude. You see my physique right now? Bam, bam, dead instantly. It's like that. It's like that fantasy. It's like, oh yeah, because like if someone messes with you in real life, you want to punch them in the face, but you can't because it's real life, So there's that too. It's like, that doesn't make you a crazy person. Does it, Victor? Because I definitely do that in Grand Theft. I do that all the time. Does that make me crazy?
No, I mean, it's very specific things, and if you do something like, if you sort of like obsess over killing like innocent people in Skyrim.
Right. Like if they have the day, like, okay, this says this guy's killed 0 dragons but 100 children in Skyrim. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I still hate that you can't kill the kids in Skyrim. It breaks the immersion. Just don't have them at all. I maintain this. I've talked about it before. I maintain you shouldn't have kids in Skyrim if they don't have the same rules as out the other entities in the game.
I mean, if no one would have told me, I wouldn't have known.
I know immediately because I always try to kill those bastards because they'll talk crap to you. I'm like, shut up. Because they'll go around and like talk crap to you. Like, are you serious right now, guy? Like, I'm literally in the Dark Brotherhood right now. Like, I'm literally an outlaw. Like, you think I care about this Whiterun stuff? You think I care about the age of consent for when I'm going to murder you? Like, I'll murder the other villagers. I don't care. I don't try to kill them all the time, but it'll happen. Eventually, you'll be like, screw you, guy. You'll save the game. You know what I mean? He's talking crap to you. Like, the guards are going to get you. You're like, they're not going to save you, though, boy. And then, and then they do. Or how about in Fallout? There was this time where there were these kids in Fallout 3, I think, and there were these kids who live in, like, this community, and they're like, nanner, boo-boo, do stuff for us or else.
Oh, yeah.
And I opened the gates. The first thing I did is try to shoot him in the head. I was like, you guys don't know what, you can't just talk to me like this. But you couldn't even hurt them, you know what I mean? I was like, that's dumb. Because they were mean to you. Like, they were kind of annoying, like in a kid way, And I'm like, listen, kids, like this is an apocalyptic situation right now. There's mutants out there. Let me in. They don't do that. Because again, any other person, the adults talk to you with respect because they like, or at least with like, because it's an apocalyptic situation. But not the kids. The kids are living in a different world. They're living in a world in which they can still be silly kids. That's why I always nuke the first city, man. It's the only way to kill the kids in that city. You gotta nuke it. That's a joke. I don't think there's kids in that city. I never nuke it either. It's too permanent. I feel too bad about it, Because I don't replay these games. Like I don't do multiple playthroughs of like Fallout. I just like to do one playthrough. It's like my one playthrough. That's what's fun for me. I like to explore all the areas and stuff, and it's really cool. Also, my favorite level area in Fallout 3, I think, was that ship. You remember it? There was like a ship in a harbor or something. It was like an old like a battleship or something. That was pretty fun. It was like the only town basically where I felt safe. So I'm like, okay, fine. This Fallout was scary to me. I didn't like it. It was just too stressful. compared to like Oblivion.
Oh yeah.
I just couldn't do it, man. Okay, I got the ore refinery up and running. I'm pretty good with money now. Look at that. So see, we had a couple of weirdnesses at the start, but now everything's turning pretty okay. You know? Everything's pretty okay. If I were to do a 0.1... By the way, I've deliberately nerfed the chance for them to create a disease more than I think I should, because we haven't play tested with the diseases in very much. So to be safe, I'm just making sure that they pretty much will never get sick. Or they'll get sick not very often, because, you know... And then we can keep going up, and then adjust accordingly. So, and also, if diseases don't work, I'd prefer it's something that an advanced player discovers and not a new player. You know, because if you play these types of games, you're like, oh, okay, sometimes things just don't always work the way I thought they would. It's okay, whatever. Just it'll get fixed later. But when you're a brand new player, if something doesn't work, you're like, what's going on right now? You know, like you don't have the skills or the knowledge yet to ascertain if it's working or if it's bugged or whatnot. Okay, what am I doing? Let's do 0.001 times 100 is 0.1% chance of them spawning after 100 seconds. That's pretty good. Yeah. And also, like, video game violence, by the way, it's so different from real life violence that I don't think it leads to it. You know what I'd love to see, actually, is, like, I'd love to, like, have people be, what's the right term? Not ridiculed, but, like, judged for their online behavior on video games. Like, if you talk trash in League of Legends, like, someone should know about that, right? This guy successfully creates Space Rock because he doesn't have ore anymore. Interesting. Space Rock user. Cooks their own Space Rock with ore in oven. I love that so much. It's so fun. Okay. 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 Can I warp? I have 1.7k. That means I'm going back to the Medilab. I'm going to heal up these organs. Finally. I kind of want to go Lucky Colonel. Oh, you know Starmancer under development, guys? There's a weekly developer stream. You can catch it on twitch.tv/Starmancer every Friday at 11. Yepper. I'm so hungry. How do you do, Mike Gooby? Mike Gooby, are you the developer on Astroneer? Is that what it was from last week? Because if so, I have a good story for you. Well, it's okay story. It's an okay enough story. It might not have been Ash. I think it was Astroneer. Yes. I only asked because you said fellow devs. You said, what's up, fellow devs? I don't remember the username, but last week, somebody was here who was a developer, perhaps for Astroneer. Wow. You'll still enjoy the story. My son was trying to play Astroneer. He's trying to play Astroneer. And he's like, what? He's 4. There's also a creative mode in Astroneer, by the way. Dave. Draft. Come here, Dave. Come here. I'm just going to pick you up and take you to my borders and fight this zombie real quick. Oh, nice. You learned C++. It's crazy how many jobs exist for programmers now, especially remote jobs. I say now. I don't. Maybe it's always been fine, but there's so many remote jobs for programmers. But most of them are probably like, what's the right term? Like web development, you know? There's something over here. Yeah, there's a lot of competition. Yeah, yeah. And probably for like the senior, all the positions always be like senior. Senior does. It's like, okay, whatever. Those probably have a lot of competition too. But the nice thing is once you get in, you should try to get a new job like every year or two. And you can just keep doing that to get better and better pay and better positions. And if it's remote, it's like no problem, you know, because you can just get a new job at any time. With almost no experience, only in C# and GD script, and now I'm trying to get to know C++. What are you gonna do with C++? Oh, I guess Unreal. Yeah, okay, yeah. And why did you think I was remotely related to? Because there was somebody who, because you said fellow devs. That's why. He said like something like, "Hello, fellow devs." Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, are you the guy? I just don't remember. I just don't remember whose name it is. Oh my gosh, way up here. Way up here. Way up here. Any zombies up here? Any zombies? I'm gonna stop the stream soon. Oh my god, there's an Abyssal Eye Pearl. I haven't seen this in a long time. This thing has unlimited power, though, or something, right? It should say if I click on it. The Abyss stares back at you, Steel Soldier. Steel Soldier has not been in the stream for a while. But his legacy lives on. Or their legacy lives on, rather. Oh, yeah, dude. Now I have, like, unlimited power for the whole duration that I'm here. And I think as long as I don't go near it, they'll be fine. Oh, yeah, but the man's game is interesting. Yeah, I see. The power. The power. Going. Okay, we're going into a Medilab. We didn't even get close to the casino ship this time. They go to Lucky Colonel. Lucky Colonel is like Colonel Sanders after like he gets laid for the first time in like 30 years. Like, it's me, the Lucky Colonel, tonight. I guess someone gets to be the Lucky Colonel tonight. I really should have food, but I just don't. And nothing too bad's happening to me, so it's sort of okay. Oh my god, there's even more zombies in here. Oh, jeez. There's an egg I could eat real quick. I would shove it in my face. Like an omelet. Did we talk about eggnog at some point? That'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it? Making mysterious eggs make egg. Hey, there's a garden here. Gardens are pretty. Okay, all these zombies are going to be chasing me, by the way. There's more medkits. Oh, Jesus. Game dev. Man, I wish I could get off my butt and do some game dev. Yeah, but game dev's so much work, though, also. Victor, I can't walk to this loot container. It makes me so sad, man. It's in this medical room here. I'm just waiting for you to see it. I can't print screen. My print screen keybind doesn't. My snippet doesn't work on this.
There's a bug report for that one. Yeah.
It probably just needs more access positions. Because it wasn't that the fix. I said that because it wasn't that the fix with the other ones that you did. Just adding more access positions.
Pretty sure like.
There's a shambler in this base, dude. I'm gonna have Dave fight a shambler for fun and just see if he can kill him. The shambler is gonna deal damage to an organ. If it hurts his head or his heart, it's really bad for me. Okay. It's been a while since I fought a shambler. What does he drop on death? A mysterious artifact worth 600. Is that it? Because then purple slime drops more, you know? Oh my gosh. Dave, what's this? Nightmares? He has nightmares now because his head was damaged, dude. He has nightmares from fighting the shambler, dude. He's fighting. Thanks, USA, for telling me my financial readiness matters. It was pretty okay. What did he drop? Anything? A mysterious artifact that sells for 600? Literally, like, all the zombies are chasing me right now, dude. And I never... Oh my god, there's more zombies in here. Sometimes these stations have so many monsters in them. Oh my god. Oh god. Hey, there's cake right there, though. I could use, actually, for something. Oh, I could buy this oven. I could buy this oven with the money I have. Use it for cooking purposes. Victor, I never got to crops, man. I'm sorry. It just never happened. It just never happened that I got to crops. Wouldn't it be fun if you eat, like, enough mysterious eggs, like if, like, a cuddler queen spawns or something? If they're like, what are you doing? Why are you eating my babies right now? Okay, this is the last stand for Dave, dude. There's a wave of enemies coming in at him right now. Look how many zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 zombies coming after Dave right now. And all I have is 1 med kit and 1 mysterious egg, which is not enough to keep me alive, by the way. So, okay, this is the end for Dave. Probably he's going to die here. I could lock this door, by the way. He said, "What are you doing?" Recruit's coming to save the day. He's like, "Oh, there's space rock in here, guys. Where's he come from?" Oh, let's look at this. I like that the color venom sack sells for 1,000 and it sells for more than what the shambler drops. I thought it was a spawn from the colonist's stomach. Hang on. Oh no. Oh god. Actually, you know what? These zombies aren't going to be aggroed on anybody except their target. So he can. He's high on space rock and just fighting zombies right now, which is sort of metal, right? Oh gosh, Victor, what do I do? Oh, screw it. If he goes unconscious, I'll be safe. There's no chance he wins, right? Oh my gosh. Dave has 1 med kit. He's incompetent now because he took even more brain damage, Victor. He took additional brain damage. He's night terrors. Oh my god, there's so many zombies. God, this is really just like The Last of Us right now, isn't it? Can I just walk into this room and get the cake real quick? Yikes. They're just gonna not de-aggro from him. So, okay, there's a couple of food items. I can't walk to this thing either, Victor. I can't get this item. No, I need it. Victor, there's 2 loot containers. I can't get to them. You're killing Dave. That's a joke, but Dave's gonna die because I can't get this egg. All I have is this cake. It's his last meal. His last meal is gonna be cake, which is pretty good as far as last meals go. You can, by the way, lock the door, and then the zombies will de-aggro, and they'll turn around and kill the recruit instantly, so I can't do that. Come here, recruit. We're going to do a twosy situation here. All right, brothers. He just vomited. It's like not a good sign. Okay. You fight that zombie. And you fight that zombie too, dude. You fight both, recruit. Hey, man, if
all the doors in there.
Yeah, I could lock all the doors, yeah. Are there more zombies on this base somewhere? There's one up there still somehow. Oh my god. What's his health skill at? It's not anywhere close to leveling up, so I'm going to have to feed him this cake. Fight a space zombie. Now, the other guy is going to be completely safe from the space zombies because the aggro system is dominant in this game. There isn't one. They'll just keep fighting their current target. Well, there's 0 chance that he doesn't die here. Or that I have no healing items, rather. He's going to make it, though, because there's like 3 zombies left. I think I'll be okay. Okay, who is the guy who's not fighting right now? You? Fight this zombie. That's pretty good. He's almost... Okay, he died. Well... Dead colonists can be regarded after their heads have been returned to the core. You can remove their head from dead colonists or dead colonists. Okay. Did he like Dave, by the way? Did he like Dave? He doesn't like Dave, so it's not going to be a memory for my friend died. That's good. But there's going to be a memory for Recruit died because Recruit is not looking too good right now. I can't draft him. Oh my god, Victor, I can't control him. His morale's so low. His friend died. He saw a dead body, and he immediately plummeted over the edge. He's running away. He's going to sleep. He's over it. Oh, no. The zombies are going to follow him back to home. Oh, no. Does anybody like Dave? I'd like to see if this... You like Dave. Hey, check this out, Elon. You're going to like this. Well, you're not going to like it, but... Let's see if he gets it. He did. Look at that. I saw my friend's dead body. I'll never forget. Oh, it's too long. -4. -4. Oh, I see. Well, on the way, he just killed a zombie. That's good. Good for him, I guess. So what happens if you just, like, don't context order your guys at all? Will they just all die eventually? Because that's how the game used to be, you know? If there would be an aggro system, Red Shirt should have, like, a 0.1% extra chance to get attacked. That's so funny. Oh, he got knocked out. Look at that. I think it should be at least something where, like, if someone else is attacking you and you haven't been attacked in a little bit, you should definitely just start attacking the new guy who's attacking you. Because right now what you could do is you could bait everybody with a fast colonist and just run away, right? And then someone else can just come up behind and just fight all the zombies, and the zombies will never attack back even once because their current target doesn't change until their target becomes. Oh my god, that's so funny. He's like sprung to life. He was like, I'm out of here. See ya. I'm gonna watch it on stream if I can see it. That's so funny. Well, that's that. All right. Well, I didn't make it to Lucky Colonel, but what are you gonna do? I never made crops. I never got to see a sunset or whatever. What's my Elon's? What's Elon's crafting level, by the way? 4. Elon passed out from the pain. Recruit started fighting the zombie. Where are you going now, recruit? You going back to work? Fight the zombie. Fight the zombie. Nice. Let me go to the next Abyssal Eye portal as well, which should do radiation damage. Is that right? It does. Cool. Okay. This is pretty good. This is pretty all right. I'm going to end the stream here, I think. Let's save this. Let's save this. All right. All right, people. If you want to, you can play this build right now by going to what? What is it again? The earlier access branch on Steam. So you go to Steam, right-click properties on Starmancer, go to like betas, and you can play this right now. Right now. Right now. But for the rest of you, I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Bye.